I don't know what we call. I remember there was a nickname called from Banco or something like Banco mac and cheese or something. I don't
Okay.
remember because Banco is in the Fallout series. It's actually a mac and cheese brand in the Fallout series. That's why I can salaciously call it like Banco mac and cheese or something.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
I forgot what was the name of it. It was called like Banco. Then the other the other gacha game that I ever played was Sword Art Online Integral Factor. But that game is so grindy that I could not be bothered to play, and it was also very story driven. But the story driven is just like a non-canonical version of the SAO storyline. So like I couldn't be bothered, and it wasn't like anything interesting anyway.
You have to realize one thing about gacha games is that all of them are grindy. There's never one gacha game that is not grindy.
Okay, grindy or
Okay.
predatory, depending on.
SUMD wasn't too bad on the grindy part because the only thing you really had to grind is just only events. And
Oh,
if
right.
if you don't grind tournament the ranking events, right, all the other events are like perfectly fine to grind. They're not too bad.
No, it's just if you have F2P or Light Spender,
Yeah,
right?
no shit, it's grindy.
It's all grind. It's all grindy.
It's all grind. No,
Even
no
if
shit.
the
No,
game
no,
is
I
predatory,
was F2P. I was F2P. You could grind really fast in SOMD if you wanted
MD.
to. La.
You hit a wall eventually, I feel.
Yeah, you hit a wall eventually, yeah lah. But like it's still not that bad, versus Genshin at time.
No, you have to roll every banner by the way, then to make it quite high in the ranking every time.
Yeah, but I never really participate because if you want to participate in ranking events, right, you have to be a pay to win or a cheater.
No, you just need to roll for the new unit you get.
No, for Genshin, no, for SOMD, you had to either be a pay to win or a cheater. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. I mean, no. If you just roll for the new unit, it's enough for you to bring you quite high up. Enough to get more gems than if you didn't roll for the new unit. Because it's always.
For Genshin, right? That's for Genshin, right?
No, but Genshin is so easy and like Staria.
Genshin, I mean, Genshin. You're not obligated to, unless you want to push Spiral, lah.
No, even if you push Spiral, it's damn fucking easy.
Okay, but it takes time. Like no matter what, it takes investment.
You just need to reach
like Genshin. In fact, Genshin has
24 months of dedication.
Genshin has not really that much competitiveness. So even if you cheat in Genshin, it's still morally fine because you're just only stealing money from Goyo. That's why they have an anti-cheat.
Basically, PV. Okay, cheats in PVE games is always morally fine. It's just PvP games is never morally fine.
Yeah.
Like no shit. It's just the unwritten rule.
And if you really want to go into competitive hacking, I guess you can trying to get yourself Primo Gems. Fighting the software.
Stupid, you just get Primo Gems. Oh my goodness.
It's one of the main reasons why you're always connected to the internet and playing Genshin, even though it's mainly a single player game.
It's freaking funny, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me give you a proposition, Jovans. Should I do 20 posts and just GTFO? Or should I do 40 as an investment and see if I can get Tingyun or Xingque a bit more? Because you have Jing Liu, you can convince me whether she's good enough that I wouldn't be so angry if I got her.
She's considered second best or best, I don't know, in terms of DPS. Because it's either Dang Heng Yu or
it's probably Dang Heng, honestly. Let's be honest,
Jing
right?
Liu is the best unit in the game right now, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
and also Jing Liu is 0.5, like the what's it called?
Skill point.
The skill point, yeah.
0.5?
Because when she has a mode on, right,
she doesn't take anything, I know, but
she don't consume it. That's why every 2 points she has to use Q twice to get the 2 stacks. Then she can use Q 2 times.
Then out is free lah.
Out is +1, so it's actually technically less than 0.5 by a bit.
I see. Okay. So 20 or 40?
40 man.
Okay.
What's I'll say 40? What do you mean?
Can. Okay, let's be honest. If I get Jing Liu, I'm gonna just stop there because okay, if I get a 5-star, I'm just gonna stop there. It doesn't need to even be Jing Liu. But if I get 4 stars all the way, it's going up to 40. Because I'm not risking anything else. I'm legitimately not risking anything else. So I just need Tingyun and Xingque. That's it. Hell yeah.
I mean, how's the Fontaine storyline so far? No spoilers.
Quite good.
Yeah, okay.
You get.
I think there's maybe I think that's a good justification for me, because I still have to build Nahida.
Oh, by the way, I believe
I've yet to actually explore Sumeru. I only explored like a tiny amount.
And again.
About only like I would say an
Oh,
average
fuck.
only of like 30%.
Oh, fuck. No! Okay, just don't be distraction. I'll be happy to get anybody else. Just.
I guess going back to Genshin. I mean, if I go back to
Okay,
Genshin,
nothing new. Actually, not bad.
if I go back to Sumeru, go back to play Genshin.
Okay.
How much Primo Gems I will get from this just the main storyline alone?
How long are you intending to play? If you are intending to play until 4.1, the explorable area probably gives you more than 10k already.
Oh, okay, good enough. Alright.
You're gonna spend 30 hours, not even lying. Wait.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
when I'm free,
okay,
when I'm free,
sure.
I can spend. Because when I come out to my degree, right? When I can afford,
fuck.
when I can afford it.
Oh fuck! Just don't be distraction. Just don't be distraction.
When I can afford it, I'm gonna buy a new.
Hey, be careful what you wish for, bro.
It's at the last. It's at the last. It's fucking scary.
Wait.
Okay, so right now I'm pulling for the 4 stars, and I guess what? I got the 5 star.
Just got 10 5-star in his temple.
Wow.
No, it's really not what I want, because I wanted Toadfest, and I really pre-farmed for Toadfest. I didn't pre-farm for GD.
What you meant by that?
Okay, I'm farming for the 4 stars because the Eidolons, which is basically constellations for Genshin.
You literally just mentioned like be careful for what I wish for.
Not you.
No, yeah, fuck.
Because Hibiko is a thing.
I guess that's true. I guess Japan is also a thing. So. It's the next one.
You don't need Japan.
I don't need Japan either. Yeah, that's true. Actually, Japan would be nice. Let's be honest. Japan would be
nice.
And wait, never mind. One more. Oh my fucking god! This is just.
Gonya E2, let's go.
Oh, Harmony. Oh my god, you! Oh my god, you're fucking. Wait, how are you correct? What the fuck, bro? Okay, what the fuck, bro? How the fuck? This legend over here, holy shit. Okay, dude, I have to stop. I cannot put anymore. It was 20. I can't even put anymore. Fuck that shit.
Wait, you're bro, E2 or E1?
Oh, E1.
Oh, E1. Oops, I said wrongly. I thought you're the one that the E1 way.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Ultimate. Fuck yeah. Dude, but her E6 is so good, man. Like, holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think her E... Oh, I think E2 is not bad also.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm actually kind of happy. Having Bronya at E1 is actually kind of nice.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bro,
skull emoji.
But obviously, I won't risk pulling anymore. Like, I actually cannot risk pulling anymore, so I will stop.
Don't do a Darius. He said he was quote unquote building PT on Genshin. And got a second new billet.
Technically, his E1 is fine, but like you lose PT is kind of sad.
He obviously you want Purina, right? He already spent money on getting new billet, by the way.
Oh shit. I see.
Bro, why did they change Purina C2 to C6, bro? Now they just lost a lot more money. I don't know if that will make them gain more money and lose more money.
Probably lose. Honestly.
On one hand, more medium spenders would spend more, which I get that.
Yeah, but then more whales would spend.
Oh yeah, I guess a good justification to come back to Genshin was because I spent money into it. I think
don't justification because you're gonna it's the what's it called? Sunken cost fallacy basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the sunken cost fallacy. Yeah, this applies into sunken cost fallacy as well. Actually, to be fair, I forgot what the SCF meant. The sunken cost fallacy.
It just meant like you continue doing that thing because you put a lot of money and time into it.
Oh yeah.
Like even though you know it's not good for you, you just continue, and it's like technically not worth it to you to continue.
It's gambling.
one surefire way to ruin your mental health.
Like one like good way is like gambling or like
one surefire way of screwing over your mental health.
Or it's like you have a business, right? Then it's not going so well. Then you decide to take a loan or like do anything it takes to keep the so-called business alive, even though it's practically dead. It's like it's another form of some cost fallacy.
Yeah. I actually, funny enough, I learned about this term from Technoblade because he used that term before in like his Potato War videos.
Oh god.
Well, but those videos were great, you know. That was actually what got me into playing, like, buying Minecraft to play. Actually, not really, it was actually a friend that convinced. It was one of my friends that I talked to back in like 2021 that convinced me to play Hypixel, and I bought Minecraft because of it. I mean, to be fair, it was also kind of like a pipe dream to own a real copy of Minecraft.
Pipe dream.
So it was
$40. Or Singapore
It used to be.
It was actually 120 ringgit for me, Malaysian
It used to
ringgit.
be way cheaper, by the way. Like when
I think it still costs the same. Because I bought it from Coder Shop. I bought the key from Coder Shop. I didn't buy it from the website because of the currency exchange.
Meanwhile, I bought my Minecraft account from Carousel, $2.
You know how to
Wow,
you
so
just
nice.
exchange for somebody. Wait, I remember there was something that I could buy from someone.
Oh wait, you can't even buy Minecraft Java and Bedrock Edition from Coder Shop Malaysia at the moment anyway. It's out of stock.
Oh yeah, it's over here. Yeah, it's over here.
It's out of stock. How can that be out of stock?
One's hexachromatic position
It's out of
is
stock
always
at the
in
moment.
flux.
Magic.
Planning is paramount.
Wait, where am I going? Is it you? Yeah, it's you. Ming Ming sells
Welcome to
a
the
recipe apparently.
Oh shit, and someone you need a US region Microsoft account to redeem purchases. Oh my
usually
goodness,
I have two accounts for that reason.
I purchased it at like the nick of time.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Because my Microsoft account is Malaysian, my private one.
But ever since Microsoft took over Minecraft,
I'll do that next time. Let's start the story.
kind of like went down in shambles.
Yeah, true. No, like they can't. What I would say is they corporatize the game too much already.
Did you hear about our next stop? It's a
I
world
mean,
called Penacony.
I see this as a
It's
good thing and a bad thing, to be
beautiful,
honest, because I
dreamy
feel that
place.
if they didn't
I'm so
corporatize it, I feel like
excited.
Minecraft would have kind of
But
rotted away in
Pom
terms of
said the
management.
banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off.
I guess so, but the content.
What can I do to pass the time?
That's
Huh?
debatable, I
Is
say.
that my phone?
Yeah.
Must be the group chat.
If I can remember my password.
Oh yeah, Bronya. Oh yeah, I forgot Bronya has like most terrible stickers ever. Like,
Oh shit! I forgot to put 2SV onto my private Microsoft account.
What's SV again? Oh, to verification.
I forgot to put it. I forgot to enable it. Because now I actually use an authenticator app already on my phone.
Yeah, normally I call it 2FA or
2FA,
MFA. Yeah.
Wait, I need to check my account. What's my account region on my Microsoft?
sorry, maybe
account.
next time.
If it's Malaysia, then it's Malaysia. Oh my goodness! I bought it like at the nick of time 2 years ago.
Dogs, I guess.
Oh, I guess at least my Minecraft account's registered because I heard that they're actually stopping the transitioning from Mojang accounts to Microsoft accounts already.
Yeah.
So if your
give
account
you ample of time, yeah.
if you stop now, if you haven't transferred over, I don't think you can log in under Mojang account anymore, right?
You basically lose your account, yeah.
Yeah.
It's to save data.
That Don
And also, I guess
You
because
can't just
they
ignore
corporatize
Grania.
Yeah.
Minecraft already,
Let's
so
go to
you
his
might as well
room and
just move
talk
over
to him.
to Mojang Mojang services. Like, I mean,
Future market.
and plus, I heard that you got a cape as well. You got a cape.
Oh, Fushen.
The
So I
sights
feel
on
like
this
that's
express
still
of
kind of
yours
good
are
thing. I mean,
surprisingly pleasant.
they gave decent
I've lived
incentives
within
for
the
you to move
Divination
over,
Commission
to be
under the
honest.
Delve's artificial sky
They
for
really
so
gave-
long
They actually gave good
that I'd
incentives
somewhat
to move
I
over.
forgotten
don't
the
know.
magnificence
I don't
of the
even
real world.
I don't
Wait,
know
I
what
hope to
can be
visit
considered
more
as
of
an
such
incentive, because
marvelous
the cape is
places
like a
and to
skin.
gaze upon such views with
No,
my own
capes are like
eyes.
everyone desires
The
to get a
most
cape. Capes are not
grandiose,
a thing that everyone
astounding,
can get. It's
and
actually a very
extraordinary
highly
vistas
desired
are
thing.
often found in
Even if you
perilous
use
and
an
distant
Optifine
lands.
cape, that's also even desired
It's
as
a
well. Because
pity that the
Optifine
Lawfu
doesn't give
cannot
out
part
capes
from
that
me
you
for
need.
even a day.
By the way, Optifine is the
Even if I
management
wished to visit
software
other
at Minecraft.
lands, they
Yeah.
probably wouldn't allow it.
They
Alright.
actually
I
give
must
out
thank you for
capes
this.
in their clients, and you have to be
I
like
can
a
come here
donator
to
or
have some
something to
peace
get
and
it. Even
quiet
that
when
is
my
not even
work
easy
gets
to
too
get it.
busy.
It's a highly sought after
You are
thing,
esteemed
so
guests
even
on
if you
the
can get a
Xianzhou.
cape on your account, it's
I
not as
doubt
like
any would dare to pull me
a very
away.
big flex city.
That's probably how Venom
Such a
got his
minute
cape.
place, and yet
And
such
he didn't
splendid
and
scenery.
he somehow didn't realize that.
Just
Oh, that's
splendid.
probably because he's one of those OG people that brought from a Mojang encounter, I guess.
Oh, he got one from his own like logo, like
Oh, then probably it's either
it's
Optifine
like
one or
it's like personalized one, yeah.
could be an Optifine
Good
one.
morning.
But the thing is,
Hung.
he doesn't even realize
just
it
sent
himself.
all of
Neither
us a
can he see it
message.
for himself
Did
because he
you
now
see
on
it
the
yet?
settings.
He
It's
probably just doesn't
direct.
care. He
Just
probably just
direct.
doesn't.
Why didn't you
He probably
reply?
just doesn't care.
I think
Ronnie's a good friend
it's
of
not.
ours.
He just usually doesn't know what he's doing
I'm
the whole
sorry.
time.
I'm just
I mean,
not in the
that's
mood
prob-
for
I guess that's
idle
what the-
chat.
I guess that's why people still like his content.
There's been a lot weighing on
Yeah.
my mind since the
Too much
Lofu.
I think he said.
It was
I mean, I don't really often watch his stuff
tough on the
anymore. I just
spirit.
watch it when I
Don
feel like it.
Hung.
Oh yeah.
I'm the
I
one
mean,
who
I don't
should
know.
be
My
sorry.
algorithm's very boring.
I was being too
Oh,
pushy.
nowadays I just watch
You're
watch a lot of
right. You
food
went through a
YouTubers
lot
only
on the
nowadays. I don't really
Sancho.
watch much games really, unless
Take
it's
all
like
the
some
time
game
you
that's like
need.
very hyped up.
I'm a
That's
bit
like hot.
geeky, so no
Thank you
can
for
distract me.
understanding.
For me,
It's
for
great
me,
that
too bad,
Bellabog
I'm
is
the
able to
opposite.
host a celebration.
There's so many
I'm
people
so-
like
I'm
I
such a
hope your trip
foodie.
goes well.
I mean, in Singapore,
Say
almost
hi
everyone's a
to our
foodie.
friends
They
for
got
me.
used to bribing
Okay.
people with food. They be like,
Rest
"Oh,
up.
come, you do this.
You're not
I'll
allowed
buy
to
for
miss
you. I'll
the
buy
next
you lunch." Like,
Trailblaze
you think you
expedition.
can bribe me with food?
I'll be there next time.
Food. I mean, if Singaporean food's even worth eating
He
anyway.
won't budge,
compared-
huh? Looks
Oh, the
like
thing
it's
is, I'm a
just the
picky
two of
eater. I
us
literally
then.
don't eat like 90% of the
Pity.
food out there.
He's gonna miss out. We
Also,
never
like,
get
you-
the chance to go
Like, you
on a
think you can bribe me
stress-free
with
adventure.
food?
I guess pains
I
of
know,
being
but
a
it's
picky
still a
eater,
shame,
right?
don't you
It's
think?
okay, trust me. There is actually a
If only
surprising
Himeko
advantage
could
in
come
that
with
it
us.
takes me almost no time to choose what food to eat.
Maybe not. He's still wheezing from the
What
trouble we
are your
got into
favorite
on the
foods then as a
Ciancho.
picky eater?
You didn't
It's
notice?
like chicken rice,
At
wonton.
his age,
All
he
those,
might
like,
not
very
appreciate the
basic.
Still
extra
decent. No, that's good food.
excitement.
Yeah, those are still good
Why
food.
don't we go ask
Yeah, but like
Himeko to
all,
tag along?
like
She
as
might
long as
be
the
up for an
things like
adventure.
the food are easily separatable, right?
You've
then
been
I
on
don't
the
mind.
express for a while now,
I
but
actually
you've
prefer
never
foods
gone on
that I
a
can
trip
eat
with
fast.
Himeko before, right?
I don't like
Well,
I don't
now's
like
your
eating. I
chance.
don't like eating slow. And it's like a very odd trait of mine. Because I
like-
can literally vaporize food very fast.
No more.
I can finish my meal in like under 5 minutes if I want
Hey,
to,
Marge.
without choking on.
That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
If I want to,
Himeko,
but
there's a
because of
celebration
self-restraint.
coming up on Eurillo 6,
My mum
organized by the
my mum-
Supreme Guardian.
They do say
And we're
you eat
invited
fast,
to go
it
take in
tends
the
to make
sights
you
and
fatter for
sounds.
some reason.
Yeah.
Don Hung won't be going anywhere
That's
for
why
a
I kind of had to
while.
slow down a bit
He's
at
still
times.
resting up, so wanna come with
wow,
us?
Masterwood.
I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure
Wait, you like
Branya would be
creepy?
happy to see you.
Ah, so
Wait,
that
wait, wait.
explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration.
No. I was
Thanks
playing-
for the
I'm playing
invite,
Remote.
but I'm afraid my hands
Because
are
if a
full
pawn,
right
if a
now.
pawn has a
Please send my
creativity
regards
buff,
to the
right?
Supreme
You
Guardian.
can, if you were to craft anything,
Make
the
the most
quality
of
of
the
the item will
festivities.
be
You've earned
high,
it.
has a high chance to
You
be a
two
high
and Don
quality item.
Hung did help save Eurillo
So I
6
was like,
after all.
wondering, it got like the
I'll be
second
sure to
best,
join you guys
second
next
best
time.
quality in the game. So I was wondering,
Navigators really do have their plates full,
creativity or
huh?
something, a
Seems
creativity
like
buff
it's just you
suddenly.
and me this
It's
time.
Turns out she doesn't.
Let me go
okay.
pack some stuff for the
It's in
trip
RNG
first.
users.
Come and find
Yeah,
me when you're
RNG
ready to
uses
set
it.
off.
Okay, I was like that caught me off guard because it got like the second best quality in the game, and I was
I've
like,
got
what?
a lot going on right now, but I'll try to
Suddenly
make
it
it
was
next
like-
time. I'm sure
Okay,
you'll have a
remember
great
there's
time.
like
Don't forget to
awful-
send my
no,
regards
there's
to
like
the Supreme
awful,
Guardian
poor,
while you're
normal,
there.
good, excellent, masterwork, and legendary. Legendary being the best, awful being the absolute worst. So she scored like a masterwork, this masterwork jetpack, because I was crafting it.
Oh yeah, I remember
But-
seeing this. Right, she has a new costume. I wonder if this is going to be a big
what do you
skin.
think about my new dress?
Looks like but
Pretty neat, right?
But nobody uses much. Not anymore.
anymore.
When do you buy it?
Honestly, I
It's
should probably
actually not
give
new.
you guys,
I
like,
just
a
never
freaking
had the right
pair of,
occasion to
like,
try it
banana
on.
leaves.
This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you?
It's iconic March.
She can check out the health. What the health?
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
Anyone has any hidden scars that I need to know? No. Okay.
Oh, it's laggy. I don't know why it's
Pajamas,
laggy.
hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything.
This is a lot
Let's
shit.
go. Wow, that was fast.
Frame rate dropping, bro.
Don't you have anything you want to bring with you?
Dame.
All my relics have speed attribute.
Other people might fall for that, but I won't. I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip there. I wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Branya and Zila. Ready to go? Bellabog, here we come!
Yes. Okay,
Okay, wait. So Jovans, you have done the event, right? Well, how long? Topa. If you want to complete the full event.
not even.
Gallivant.
Sorry, what the next is like
700 years. It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Oh, brr! How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's for sure,
all I
though.
have to say is
Where
that
there's a
Crisis, I think it's
celebration,
very ironic
there's
that
bound
the
to be
naming convention-
food, right?
No! I thought I could walk off. Whatever, die.
To the left, bro.
Don't care, it's fine, don't worry about it. I was just walking alongside Bronya, not Bronya, not much, just like this. This is fine.
Lend me your strength.
Hey, it doesn't take the skill point, how nice.
Wait, how's your brother doing?
I don't know, I haven't seen his result yet, but it seems okay-ish.
All things shift
I'm talking
into
about
the
like just how is him doing. It's like
wait a sec.
just like generally.
That person over there, that doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform.
Did you
all
guys
in
still talk to
black.
Adele and everything like everyone
Surely
else
they're
since I
not
just got
IPC?
Yeah.
On this world? Am I
You
going
guys just talking
crazy?
another server or not on another
like-
server?
Whatever.
Yeah, they're all
You think
server.
so?
This is mainly
I
session
actually think
server,
it's
so-
pretty snazzy. Anyway,
Is that
that's
even
besides the
server?
point.
Wait,
The
yeah,
point is,
she was
what
right,
are the IPC doing here on Eurillo 6? There's only one way to
Oh,
find out.
because I remember she
Let's go
she
ask.
used to be in
I've
something.
always found IPC staff easy to talk to.
Was it in Stanley's server? I think it's Stanley's server. But they
Hi,
have their own
do
respective
you work for the Interastral Peace
Oh.
Corporation? Or are you just dressing
I don't know.
fancy today?
How is she Valorant? She's still as bad as.
What kind of impractical
Yeah.
joke is this?
Oh, she has gotten better at Valorant now, I guess.
Not
Dude,
that much,
The freaking bodyguards for the IPC have a freaking tie and like armored plates and everything. Yes, time to look classy when I'm freaking defending people, why not? Amazing.
Of course, bro. It's called rich people problem.
Rich people problems. Get the.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
Take us out?
You looking for a fight, my
Take
friend?
them out? Just hold tight for a second. I'm on my way.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
gonna go
do
probably
anything
brush my teeth
stupid.
in a moment.
I need one more lithic spear to get up.
Glad to make your acquaintance.
Regional
I'm
4-star
Topaz,
weapons
an
for
investment
defensive
expert from the
versus
Interastral
offensive.
Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurillo 6 for a special business
Oh
assignment.
yeah, apparently there's like this new Genshin
You'll have to
sword, the
forgive
new, like,
my colleague
Fontaine
here.
sword is actually really
People
good. I
skills
saw
aren't
on,
his
like, the
strong
Genshin
suit.
Reddit.
Please don't take it to heart.
Which one?
I don't know.
Fishing
It's like
one,
this
probably.
new one. It's like
What
the fishing
are-
one, the fishing one, the fishing one. I saw that was pretty good. It was like your elemental skill gets
Phew.
like
just
some
scared
cracked
the
amount
life out of me.
of crit rate or something.
We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for
I
more
think it's only got 3
conflict.
now. if I'm not wrong.
It's the free one. I saw it
Oh,
recently.
right.
I saw
We
it
should
recently.
probably
on the Genshin
introduce
subreddit.
ourselves. I'm Mark
Yeah,
7,
I don't play the
a
game, but I still
passenger
follow
of
the
the Astral
subreddit.
Express. You may have heard of it?
Increase elemental skill
And
crit
this
rate
is
by
my
8%.
friend and fellow
Additionally, increase
passenger.
energy recharge 5
No kidding.
32%.
I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate
very
is such a curious
situational.
thing.
Yeah,
I heard that
but, like,
Eurillo
I
6
mean,
only stepped out of the stellar
if
shadow
you can get free
thanks
crit
to the
rates, kind of
direct
really
intervention of the
W.
Trailblazers.
And 16%
Surely
crit on only
you
the
two
skill you have
aren't-
to remember.
What?
So Tartaglia will be good, but he uses the
So
whole.
humble all of a sudden, huh? Are you
He uses
feeling
a
all
bow,
right?
not a sword.
Should I call a doctor?
Xingqiu is not good
I never
because
imagined I'd run into living
she's-
legends
I mean,
here.
she still do a
Must be
crazy
your
lot
lucky
of
day.
damage, but
Pun
And also a lot. He already
But
gives a
the-
lot of energy naturally.
but the problem is his main damage source come from his ultimate, not his
Wow,
skill.
Miss Topaz, you're really
So
young
normally
for
you
an
want to just
IPC
give him the second
executive.
I mean, but his,
That's
I mean, his,
impressive.
I mean, his skill can do quite a lot of damage. His skill can do
More
actually
good
quite a
luck,
lot of
I
damage.
suppose.
And
Yeah,
But
you-
scaling
it's
is not
not
bad.
as
I
cushy
remember
as you think.
No, it's
Xingqiu's-
higher
Scurrying
than
from one
usual.
side of the galaxy to the other.
Yeah, that's why I was
Going
just saying it
wherever
was not
businesses
bad one.
require me to
It's
be.
better to give them sacrificial sword if you have it as an option.
Yeah, I know.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty
Let's
similar
see.
to the express
Ayato?
cruise.
No, doesn't know on
Aside from
Ayato.
the
No,
because
business
his EQ counts
yes.
as normal attack. Kazuha.
Oh yeah, then yeah, that's how
Rania
that's
moves
how
fast.
who
The crisis is only just
Yunjin-
over and she's
Yunjin
already opened
benefits.
talks with the
Kazuha
IPC.
maybe, but I think he prefers to go
or
Dynasty.
no EM.
Cookie Shinobu also not bad, but you also rather go EM on her.
Everybody's just shitty to eat.
These talks aren't exactly
Jin,
what
okay,
you might
Jin
expect.
can.
But
Bennett,
I have to agree. The Supreme
just
Guardian
give him
definitely
Pester
knows
Desire,
how to
it's
govern a
the better
city.
free weapon anyways.
That's the reason I'm here on Eurilo 6. To meet with her.
I don't know about Lynette,
Miss March,
yeah,
you said
maybe.
you were on your way to Belobog festivities,
but since
right?
like only
My
Tia
apologies
and
for
Jin so
delaying
far,
you
then,
both.
based on some magical
Don't be
prediction,
sorry.
yes, free
It's
now
not
will be
like we're
good
in a
with the
rush. Wanna come to the city with us? The
Okay.
snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you
That's
think
weird.
to get lost out here.
Yes, someone streaming, yes.
I'm not quite sure about the sword that I got though, the HP one, the HP scaling sword. I got like 10
Really?
copies of.
Bro,
So keep
bro,
pulling
bro,
that sword,
bro,
man, and the
bro,
freaking claymore.
bro.
Don't know why they just want to appear.
Thanks
Bro,
for the
you know how
concern,
expensive
but I'll manage.
Regional weapons
It's my first time on this
All-Stars.
world. I'd like to
And
take
you
in
got
its
like you just
vast,
casually got
iconic
both of them
snowscape
R5.
for just a little longer.
And more, and more.
Who knows?
Fuck, man.
Maybe we'll cross paths
whatever.
again during the
I only
celebrations.
have 2 of the
Oh,
sword and one
here's my
claymore.
contact
But they I
information.
got extremely
I
lucky.
don't usually
Yeah,
respond
you
during
got it
work
like under
hours, but
60.
I'd be happy to chat
Yeah.
off the clock.
Okay, Wilder is healed
Wow, I
or
actually
heals
managed
others
to get an
in
IPC
Jing's
executive's
stoic
phone
symbol that
number
lasts 30 seconds.
without even
Maximum of 3
trying.
symbols. When they're using the elemental skill or burst, all symbols will be consumed and Rao's effect will be granted.
As if
for 10
anyone
seconds.
would
For
ever
each
believe
symbol
that.
consumed within 40 EM.
You two
Effect
make a cute
occurs-
pair.
It's like a Nilo
Anyway, I'd
weapon.
better be on my way. See you next time.
Actually,
But
speaking of
it's-
that, I actually almost wanted to pull Nilu over Nahida, but then I found out that Nahida was after
The
Nilu at the
universe
time,
is
so I
huge.
didn't.
I might just pull
Yet
Nilo
we
if I
somehow
have
Did
access
Nilu,
to
did
it.
stumbled
Nilu,
onto
did
the
Nilu
same
get a
The
rerun
fate
recently?
truly works in mysterious ways.
No.
Don't
He
you
got a
think?
rerun recently, right? No? Oh no.
Come
3.8,
on,
is it?
let's head into the city.
Oh, Ben 3.8.
Eh?
Because I know she got like, she was released before Nahida.
Wait, let me check.
It's either 3.5, 3.6. I remember it was quite late.
Actually, is Wanderer a great character? I wonder. Any of you guys
For-
oh yeah, you got Wanderer, right?
No.
Wow,
Pop
there
got
are
Wanderer,
people
right? if I remember.
everywhere.
No.
Are you
I got
sure
it on
we're
my
in
alt
Belobog?
account.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Now to check out the main
Yeah, on his
event,
irrelevant
the
accounts.
food.
Irrelevant
Come on,
account.
keep up.
Keyword irrelevant. Oh yeah, I remember
Is
again. She
that
gives up to 6
Kayla?
months if you didn't play,
Looks
right?
like
You get
she's
like that.
teaching the kids
You get that
again.
login bonus for like a few days. Of
Yeah.
the bonus promos.
Next, I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Everyone listen carefully, okay?
I forgot
Belobog's
about
History
that.
and Culture Museum was founded
Maybe it's probably time
600
for me to
years
update
ago
my Genshin
and was
launcher.
originally built to memorialize Supreme
I mean, I have no problem
Guardian
with storage
Alyssa.
at the moment after my recent storage purge.
I wish I could have
What
a
happened
red
was I was
sunset
installing some
salmon
software
right
for my
now.
university assignment. And then it so happened when
It
that
was
software was
built
installing,
to
right, I somehow
memorialize
accidentally
Supreme
configured
Guardian
the
Alyssa
install
Ram.
destination
And
and somehow
also-
it wiped my entire H drive. All the pictures
Guess
and
what?
everything
I
was
heard
gone.
there's gonna be a
My
Silver
entire
Moon
trip to
adventure
China,
camp opening
China
in
pictures that was
Overworld
taken by
soon.
me,
It's
all
gonna be
gone.
super awesome.
I managed to recover. I managed to run like a
Also,
data recovery
Those
software
who
and recover like
sacrificed
some
their
of
lives
it,
in the
not the
war
China one,
against
mostly
the
from Vietnam.
invaders 700
because-
years ago.
And then and also a bunch of my
Do you max out your drive?
no, I didn't max. I
Enough.
didn't max it out.
From
It
now
was not even
on,
maxed
no
out.
whispering
Close.
allowed. If
Close
you don't
one.
want to have any
There's a
homework
partition.
later,
There's a partition.
you better start
There's a
listening.
partition HDD. It was got two partitions. The other partition was fine. The other partition was untouched.
That's
Oh,
better.
I don't know lah. I don't know what happened. All I know is when I was because the time I was playing Fallout 4, so I had Fallout 4 installed to that partition. So I wanted to launch Fallout 4. I was wondering why my Fallout 4 wasn't launched, and I went to check the Fallout file. Everything was missing. And that was at like
IPC around.
and that was at like 8 p.m. And that was like during my active semester, so I got really panicked. I mean, fortunately I didn't save anything onto my drive lah, into my work stuff because I've been after like my third semester I started saving a lot of my work onto the cloud. My university has like a 5 terabyte OneDrive cloud storage given, so I was like, how the hell am I not using that? It's 5 TBs, you know. Like, why the fuck
thanks to my uncle.
So I decided to save all my crap onto my university account cloud lah. So I had nothing much affected, and majority of it is stored on my SSD anyway, so it wasn't a big deal lah.
Yes.
So like after that, right, I started to started to be more careful with my data storage.
You're shameless,
I started saving like
Not to be
I kind of de-risked in the sense that I stored all my essentials onto a copy of my essentials onto my hard disk and then
wanted
to my SSD and
I'm not
other
the type of
partition.
person to
Then
abuse my
I start
stats.
keeping riskier stuff onto my
They
hard
don't
drive
really
now.
know about
To my
that.
current.
Get off my back, will you?
I was what?
I had to deal with
you're
hardened
right,
criminals in jail.
Hey.
Now that I'm free,
Alright,
my
we are back.
supposed friends are ganging up on me.
Nilo is definitely not coming on the next version. I don't.
Looks like things are getting heated. I think we
Another
better get
Yula
out of
situation.
here.
Let's go.
I don't mind rolling for her after I get all the characters I want from complete.
Wait, so there's Saval here, there's another
Hey,
stuff here.
quick!
It's
Sir
the part
Ball's
of the-
about to start singing!
So there's Japat over there. Who is that by the
I
trash?
don't know who the fuck is that.
Tamila. That's Tamila, isn't it?
Come,
Nope.
take a look.
Oh, Gertie.
Please?
The hotel.
Aunt Gertie! It's been too long!
Ah, is that little March? What brings you this way? I heard you left to go travel the galaxy. Oh, you're here for the Soulworm Festival, right? The atmosphere is like no other. Silly me, where are my manners? Grab yourselves a sun cake each. Get them while they're
Right.
hot.
Hey, that's not fair. Get to the back of the line. Ever heard of first come, first served?
Baiju, Frina,
Show a
then
little
I also
respect.
I know.
If it
Oh,
weren't
fuck.
for these two, we'd be eating
I guess they're just
geomail
trying to
by
sell
now.
Purina.
How what?
That 4.2 is the other than Purina is Baiju, Ayoto and Sino.
Oh,
They really just want you to have one option.
just free now, yeah.
The
Take
illusion
a
of
look at these
choice.
Free
beauties.
choice, yeah.
These are the best sun cakes I've made all day.
Oh, wow,
I
they
don't know
smell
how
so good!
/accurate
They look
that
so crispy and crunchy. I think I'm in
But
love.
from what I see, Charlotte's also attack animation scenario.
Well, don't wait for them to get cold
Especially
now.
when you pair her up with Seichu or Yellow.
I'm sorry, sweethearts. I'd
Well,
best see
ice-
to these other
ice
customers
capitalism.
before their hunger gets the better of them.
And then
Thanks
she
for
takes
stopping
photos
by.
of them.
I guess if you wanted to do that, you could do. Technically, Risley would be a better option. I think
No,
he's
no,
more
it's
made for that.
No, it's just funny how she does it. She's like, she's trying to take picture of
Ew.
Oh.
Who'd have thought
enemy. That's
just
how she
taking a
attacks.
stroll
Takes
could be
picture,
so
then
Ah, yeah.
tiring.
Snap, snap. Somehow you're dead.
I think we should probably pay Branya a visit.
Of
After
course,
all,
Rice
she
will be
was the
better
one
on
who
that
invited
job.
us
It's
here.
just funny on
Or
Charlotte's
we could go
animation
check out
standpoint.
some other fun stuff elsewhere.
Ti-
Your call.
Time to take some pictures. Oh wait, you dead.
Like freeze.
You know what I mean.
Now that the enemy is actually frozen, she can take actual pictures.
Heartbeats will shake me. So rules
I swear at this part her voice sounds different. I don't know.
Crank the sound and let your soul be free.
Yeah, it does sound quite different. I noticed something.
Oh, there's supposed to be guitar there.
There's supposed to be guitar there.
Yeah, on my stream I had a guitar there.
Freaking legendary air guitar. Let's go. Holy shit. Okay, then let me just go talk to Japan real quick before I went.
When you're too poor to afford a guitar, you know. So you learn how to beatbox the guitar sound.
Hey,
The
take
Supreme
some
Guardian
skill, bro.
mentioned there'd be mystery
Yes.
guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be the Express crew. I hope you had a smooth journey. I should have dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival. My apologies.
Ah, Japard. Ever the Iron Man. Okay. Do the path. Yeah, I don't know why. It's only in the Xian show, I think, where it's like the surroundings is like making me lag. Actually, in here it's also making me lag. Why? Because of the entities.
I don't know, yeah.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing,
Something-
Supreme Guardian.
Your
Belobog's current
CPU and
financial
GPU
burden
is
cannot be
bottlenecking in
pinned
that
on
area.
you, nor anyone else for that matter.
In which area are you lagging? In the crowded area or in like very graphically intensive area, like a lot of details?
I'm not sure if Cloud 4 is considered high intensity though.
I don't know where's Cloud. I can't remember.
The one
I know it's Shenzhou, but
the essential somewhere.
However,
the main
objectively
place.
speaking, since Belobog has existed as an
maybe it's the
independent
density,
entity
so
to
it's
this
the
day,
CPU that's lagging.
its debt cannot simply
whatever.
be written
It's
off.
fine.
Because CPU is usually because of the NPCs.
Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
True. Again, my CPU is also quite bad. My okay, my CPU is bad. My motherboard is bad. Okay, I won't say bad, like, it's okay. It's just okay.
When you die, when they die off, you can get a
And
new PC, honestly,
Topaz?
because the
You're
parts
here
now are a
too?
lot cheaper than when I bought mine.
I
Yeah,
guess you've
fair,
already started
obviously.
your business talks.
You can buy
We'll
my
get out
PC
of your
about
way if-
maybe
It's no bother. We've
two,
pretty much wrapped
3
things
fifths
up
of the
already
price.
anyway.
I'll see to upgrading next time.
Please
next
consider
time
my
I'll-
plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its
Or when
connections
like,
with the
I
rest
don't know,
of the
when the games
galaxy,
are too demanding.
your credit record with the IPC
Or like,
will be
or
of
your
great
graphics
importance.
Yeah, it is like 1050 Ti is not really great.
You've made yourself clear,
You
Miss
have
Topaz.
you almost have the
I'll
average.
require some
CPU
time to
thing,
consider
slightly
my
below
next
that.
course of action.
Yeah, I think it's just slightly under the average, I think.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative.
I think the average is 1660.
I'm sorry our business got in the
Yeah.
way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Oh else. What time is it?
About 12 something? 12:30? Will I be
Oh, yeah.
streaming for the next 6 hours to try and
Wait,
complete
that's
this
so
event?
funny. In Nikkei, they fucked up. Someone fucked up so hard. We just call that. We just keep calling him Intern Kun.
Intern Kun.
Because
Is
instead, because
everything
you know,
alright,
you know,
Rania?
instead of letting the
didn't know
data
Miss
miners go
Topaz
leak out
was
all the
so
info, you know, we'll do it for you.
It's good to see you two again.
They
Welcome back to
accidentally post
Belobog.
a 1-year anniversary
I
thing
planned
like
a
about
special
maybe a
reception,
week too
but I
early.
had to deal with an
Holy
unexpected guest.
And now we know who's
The
coming
lady you
out.
just witnessed, she
Excellent.
claims to represent the IPC.
Well, we kind of expected it, but it's like it's confirmation from them.
There's no need to keep either of you in the dark.
It
tell
was
the
worse. That's
truth,
not the first time that
I have
happened.
too much weighing
Oh,
on my
hell
mind
yeah.
right now to even think about the Soul
That's why
War
we
Festival.
keep calling him Intern Kun. Kun fucks it up again.
Since you've already made her acquaintance, I
Hell
needn't
yeah.
explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history
Who
the
knows?
first
Maybe
time
they
you visited.
purposely fuck it up, you know?
The Legion's invasion
It'll
700
be a
years ago.
marketing
yes,
scandal.
yes, yes.
Stellaron brought about the
Marketing
eternal
scandal
freeze.
to get more attention.
It seems
Yeah,
that much of
sometimes I feel
Belobog's
like
history from that
those
time
kind
was
of like
buried deep
so-called
beneath the
failed
snow.
marketing strats or like
Those memories were
plans
lost.
that they
It's
go
just
wrong.
advertising,
Passed down to the
yeah.
subsequent
Feels like
generations of Supreme
on purpose,
Guardians.
like as if it's like media manipulation.
Yeah, that's true.
Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's
That's like
descent
what I
upon
feel.
Eurilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers.
But you know
Among
what's
those
the story
outsiders were
reminding me
several
of?
investors from the Interastral
Reminds me
Peace
of the
Corporation.
British during World War II.
Before they departed, they did something
British.
noteworthy.
They ran away and then come back.
Then
it's like,
came
oh,
back
try-
and they
try-
said,
try
yeah.
to reclaim the land.
They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their
That's,
homes.
oh, that's true.
The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to
There is
aid them
the
against the
emoji.
coming disaster.
Oh my god, history.
It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Anyway, guess.
Wow, that's a
Doing the
pretty
story mode.
incredible
Yes,
story.
I'm done with my games.
So,
I
does
returned
that
it
mean
back from the
Topaz's
porcelain- from the
business here
porcelain-
is to
porcelain
collect the
throne.
debt from Belobog?
Porcelain trope,
Yes.
what?
I'm afraid
The
so.
toilet,
That's ridiculous.
Oh,
You
the
know-
porcelain
What's
throne.
with the
I
timing?
heard throne.
What took them
Like,
so long to get here?
Throne.
If it wasn't for us
Oh,
eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect.
it's the throne room.
It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her
that is
account,
actually a kind of
the
a funny
repayment period
abbreviation to
agreed
call the
upon by
toilet
the
and then
architects and the
porcelain throne.
IPC
And I actually never
investors
heard
was
of it until like I heard
280
like some
years.
YouTubers say this a couple
However,
months ago.
less than a century
It's
after
actually
the
a
loan
funny
was
way-
taken
quite
out,
funny,
the
actually.
connection between Yarillo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest. The debt owed is an astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it. Yeah, we have to help Franya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belabogians won't be able to resolve this problem on their own.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the
I
festival,
always say
but
it in like the
now,
most like scuff pronunciation possible.
now
On purpose.
I must ask you and the Astral Express for help.
That memes is usually made by like my.
Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it.
Battlefield 2042
Perhaps
has
there's
dropped
still
so low, it's literally $11 now.
Holy shit, bro. Oh my god.
When a friend's in
Sure.
need,
I
the
need to see
nameless
this.
will always be at their
Okay, wait. I
side.
need to share my screen and show my Steam as well. Come, let's see this. How much is it?
Hey, let's talk to her.
Let's go. Let's show.
After all, this guy here is a pretty good negotiator.
Thank you so much, both of you. So sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz,
I need to see.
I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck,
We're gonna be like 36.
and stay safe.
Oh, bro, why is it? Why is the screen sharing so finicky now?
I apologize for
Why?
dragging
Why
you
am I-
into Belobog's affairs again.
It's been the same way.
But when faced with an
No,
entity
my-
as
my
powerful as the
interface is very
IPC,
finicky. I don't know why.
we need all the
I
external
probably,
help we
I'm using
can
Discord
get.
public test
While
view.
you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Oh, it's even cheaper in ringgit, bro. The fuck?
Thank you.
Like,
I believe in you.
That is literally a freaking indie game. That's an indie game. That's the price of an indie game.
I just remembered.
Oh,
Topaz gave
that's
me
why.
her
You
number.
see this? Oh, let's
We
look.
might
Let's
as
look.
well
Let's look
just
at the
be
reviews.
direct and ask her where she
Look,
is.
It's mixed.
She
It's mixed
seems like
because
the type of person who
it's basically a
appreciates a straight
cyberpunk. They did a
approach.
cyberpunk basically. The game on launch was so buggy.
I cannot move my never mind. I just keep it. I have like a HD a glitch where I can't even move the tab now from my Steam. Sometimes I can't move it unless I shut it. I restart it.
That happens to my Chrome on my laptop.
Hey, wait, can we check Modern Call of Duty and
Okay, got it.
Oh yeah, Modern Warfare 3
She's
is
at the
coming out, right?
museum. Let's get
I mean,
going.
the only thing I only
better
care
think
is
about
only
what
the
we're gonna
freaking
say.
what's it called?
She might be
I only
young,
care
but
the
she is an
freaking-
IPC executive.
I'm
no
only bothered
pushover.
about the campaign only. Even though I think politically the campaign sucks lah, but I just care about it because I just enjoy it. Because actually Call of Duty has a somewhat enjoyable campaign.
But never, I don't know. It's just like advice. Just never buy a pre-order game, or like never pre-order again. It's like
Yeah, a lot of
idea.
there's a lot of Call of Duty players that's still falling for it.
Yeah. No, it's the same as FIFA fans. They just buy all the Call of Duty.
Dude.
I mean, I feel like 2042 was the most let down, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I had hope for that game.
A lot of people had high hopes for it. After like BF, people were so disappointed with BF5. They thought that 2042 would be like.
Honestly, BF5 is getting better now. Apparently, what they say.
Actually, yeah, BF5 actually now people are actually enjoying BF5 now.
Okay, yeah, it seems like a CPU problem. When I enter close to Topaz is when I start lagging.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other.
Yeah, by the way, I guess you're playing Overwatch too.
Did my smart reply function tell you where I was?
Oh.
It's a system developed by the technology department. Pretty neat,
get
right?
a new PC next year,
What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's
we
no
just play
ordinary
for
piece.
fun, like who
It
gives
portrays a certain kind of
like really give
sorrow,
any more shit
you know?
about the game because
not your
they're
everyday
killing it
kind
by
of
their own
sadness.
self.
It runs much deeper than that.
Every
It's as
update
if
they're
the
just shooting
artist
themselves in the
had
feet.
condensed history
I
into
do hate
one
about Overwatch
poignant
is the
but
launcher,
sorrowful image.
what's Battle.net is such
The
a
artist's
clunky
brushwork
launcher.
depicts a generation's
Same thing for
no,
It costs
several
like,
generations
it costs like
hardships.
it almost took like 10 gigabytes on my system just to have it there. I was like surprised, you know.
You flatter me.
Because Epic Games or Steam doesn't even have this kind of
Express
clunker.
has visited
So you want
many
to
worlds.
buy a gaming PC, I
I'm sure the
recommend just buy
nameless
a
have
4
a
terabyte
far
hard drive or
greater
like maybe
knowledge
two-
of such
Oh
things
yeah,
than I
no,
do
I'm
myself.
investing onto the
I
drive.
suppose
Actually,
I'm
anyway,
trying
actually
to
on
say
laptops,
is
right? You don't, you
what
can.
I'm
There's no
drawn
point
to isn't
investing
the
into super
style
high
in
end
which the piece
SSDs
is
anyway.
painted,
What I found out
but
because laptops have
its
limited
overall value.
transfer
life-
speed.
Its intrinsic
Oh, the
value may
maximum-
only be
lifespan's
50,000
very short
credits,
also.
but its
The
added
battery
value
usually dies
might push
first.
the
no,
total
not
up
just
to
the battery, like the laptop
200,000.
lifespan itself.
Oh my god, she's materialistic.
Yeah,
I guess I
I
should know.
I feel like it
Sorry
depends
for
on the
crashing
brand
your
you buy.
artist
lah.
party,
I heard
but
Asus
we
took
came
a
to
tech.
talk to
Asus
you
is
about
quite
something
bad.
else.
Oh?
Asus.
Most of them
Collaboration
actually,
between our two
like
sides,
now
perhaps?
most of the lifespans like
Not
3-5
exactly.
years,
Actually,
and then
we
you have to buy a new one.
Let's walk and talk.
Oh, by that
This
point,
way.
I probably will just buy a desktop. I will get a desktop already, 3 to 5 years.
Most
That's
exhibits in
that's
this
good enough for me
museum
already.
I'll
are of little
permanently own
value.
both because you know when you work in your
But
laptop.
with a keen
Yeah,
eye,
I mean my current
it's
laptop I'm using is
possible to
5
find a
years old.
diamond in
It
the rough,
actually is
so
still
to
quite
speak.
strong. It's still doing.
My one, no,
still
mine
going
cannot.
quite strong.
Miss
It's
Topaz,
randomly blue
Bronya's
screening.
already
It's
told
And
us
not to
about
mention,
Belobog's
and not to
debt
mention,
situation.
this laptop is not even the gaming
You
one.
two
when I'm
are
playing
closer than I
games on it.
expected with her.
Oh, it's
So, how can I
Yeah,
help?
I mean, I can show
Not
you the
sure
specs.
in the
of this
arrangement,
thing. It's still running Windows
or-
10, Win 10 Home.
We,
Literally here,
help
an
me
i7
out here. You know I'm not
8550.
good at
Wait,
this
can you
kind
see my
of
screen?
thing.
Maybe you can work out a different kind of payment.
i7 8 Gen. Not bad.
And GeForce MX 1.
You're so direct. I
I don't know
like
the
that.
laptop GPUs.
I
No,
understand.
it's
From
about
your point of
equivalent to
view,
like a
I
5.
can see how unreasonable it appears.
510M or something.
However,
like something
you
from 20
must
years ago.
understand that
Yeah, I
debt
know,
collection
but
is a
like,
big
'cause
part
laptop
of my
GPUs
job.
kinda suck, so.
I've dealt with cases
I mean,
Even
that
like
are
for
more
in,
difficult
even
than
for indie
Belobog's.
gaming, it's fine. Like indie
I
gaming,
appreciate
Like if you have
each
a
case
laptop
has
at
its
40,
difficulties.
4090 even
But
right? I don't
if I
think even
treated
like
every
40,
late debtor as a
maximum
special
4080
case,
only. I've never
Yeah,
the
seen
galaxy's
40.
economy had
Unless
come to a grinding halt.
Even then, right, it's still weaker than probably a 2060.
The Strategic
laptop
Investment Department
Like,
is
compared
well
to a
versed in
desktop, yeah.
handling such
Obviously,
situations. We
Desktops,
can offer the
desktops
debtor
have no
various
limitations,
repayment solutions,
God.
but Hero 6
The
has
amount
of-
far
the amount of
exceeded the
fee you're
allotted
willing to put
repayment
up with.
period. I'm afraid milder
I mean, but the
solutions
laptop
aren't the
brand I
order of the
want to
day.
go is Hewlett Packard
I
Victus.
proposed to
I
Bronya.
heard that their
Oh,
cooling is
HP.
actually
Oops,
pretty. HP Victus has
almost
actually
gave away
quite good
trade
cooling,
secrets
'cause
there,
the
didn't
cooling
I?
system that they use on the
That was
Victus,
close
right, which
one.
is their more budget line, is the same cooling system
The
they use
exhibits
on
here
the
are pretty
high-end
ordinary.
Roman series.
I estimate they're probably not worth much.
And it's quite good lah. From where I read like
let's
Reddit
keep moving.
and YouTube reviews. I've been doing my
So you're
research on it
basically
lah.
saying the
Before I purchase
Belabogians must
it
pay off
in
Well,
their
the
then
ancestors'
because
debt.
it's small and the screen very nice.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of
Oh yeah,
life.
quite.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have doubts about Asus
Not
laptops
sure it's
because
as
Asus
poetic
laptops
as
are
that.
extremely
Wow,
expensive.
look!
For that same spec,
Is that
right,
little
on the
critter native
Victus,
to your
on
Relo
a
6?
16-inch HP Victus, which is a 4060
white
and
and
an
fluffy.
i7 13700
Where can I find a
HX.
live one?
Mhm.
If it's on the Asus, it's about 7 to 8,000 ringgit already.
Oh, no, lah. Still, because of
I
my
suppose it probably
my
is.
cost that I'm studying,
Otherwise,
I need to
it
hit
wouldn't be
minimum
on
spec
display
of
here.
certain amount. And
That's
that's
such a
one of the few
shame.
laptops there that
They
hit that
absolutely
requirement.
adore little animals.
The Victus,
Have you guys read
the
Numby yet?
HP Victus this is
I
the
guess they're off playing
specific model
somewhere.
I want, the i7-3700HX with the
What
4060 starts
exactly
at
will it take for
6.4K
the
in visual unit.
IPC to go easier
Which
on
is, I mean, it's
Belobog.
expected lah, because HP
Branya
tends, their
invested
PCs,
so
even though
much
their
just
budget
to
line
make
tends
this
to be
world
more
a little
expensive
better.
compared to Acer.
And
Acer, on
now,
the other hand, is a
it
bit
feels
cheaper.
like
It's
all
much
of our
cheaper
efforts
by
will be
like
undone in
1,000.
the blink of an
But they
eye.
don't really have
It's just
Intel systems.
so cruel.
They're more AMD oriented.
What do you take
And
the
the reason
IPC
why
for,
I
Miss
wanted
March?
to get the Intel system
We're
over
just
the
the
AMD
same
was
as
because I've
Belobog's
heard
architects.
that
We're
the
all followers of the
AMD
preservation.
variants of those Victuses
No matter
only
what
have single
solutions we
SSD
propose,
slots, and you know
we will
that's a very
always
big
take the
problem.
welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration.
A single
Otherwise,
SSD
we'd be
slots
no
only. I need
different
at
from the
least
Legion,
two because
would
I
we?
don't want to transfer anything from
So
my
you're
boot drive
saying
to
there's
the new
nothing to
SSD. That is
worry
just
about?
pain.
But Branya,
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a
hello?
wise person. She'll understand.
Oh, I see what you mean by the mouth not talking, Joven. It's like
Yeah, the
nothing is.
whole it's just the NPC is just not just NPC, just everybody just
Everybody just telepathically sending messages, bro.
But to
Yeah,
answer your question
It
directly,
just got really awkwardly
it'd
silent
take
for a
a
moment there. I thought like
miracle.
you guys got disconnected.
I'll complete
I
the
was like,
Aurelo 6 project
no
no
comment.
matter what obstacles
Yeah,
I
it's fine,
encounter.
this
I
isn't
mean,
going as
I mean,
planned.
I mean,
What should we
HP. I
do?
never really thought
I wouldn't
that
waste
HP,
too much energy
HP
on
is
this
like
matter.
the most consumer friendly.
Why not make the
consumer
most of the
friendly
festive
company.
atmosphere?
Or like,
Yo, trust me,
Oh,
no
looks
major
like one of
company
my
now is
colleagues is
consumer
after
but I
me.
feel like,
My
they create
apologies,
better,
but
they create
I should
better
probably
laptops,
take
more
this.
durable laptops.
Bye.
Because I have better experience. My parents, my family, my mother is
So,
corporate
what now?
all the way,
We
right? She
spent
used
ages trying
a
to
lower
convince
end
her, and
like
she didn't move an
HP
inch.
business laptop called the HP ProBook series, and that lasted her for like years.
Well, yeah,
I mean, the battery
but
was cooked up,
she'd
but
be really disappointed.
But I forgot
I
the
guess
brand.
Miss
It's
Topaz is
a
just doing
laptop
her
that's made
job.
for customize. It's
And as
very
far as
oh
the
yeah,
modular.
Express is
I heard of it. I
concerned,
heard the brand.
I
That one
think
is
it'd be unwise
way
to
better
make the
because
I
IPC our
googled it.
enemy.
I googled it
All
recently,
these
but they
vested
don't have
interests.
the
So
specs I
hard to
want.
undo any of it.
But
They
don't
teach
you-
this stuff in
have
school.
they're modular, but it's Ryzen systems only.
Wait,
Oh, it's only Ryzen.
Did
They
I
don't
even
Up to
go to
up to
school?
they have
Did someone send you a
Ryzen system, but
message?
they don't have like 40 series cards yet.
Oh.
And then they don't have, and then their CPUs they're mostly still on the AMD side rather than Intel. I kind of want an Intel system now because of familiarity.
Yeah.
Because
I'm planning
to be honest, my entire family, all the machines I have at home are from a 2010 Kiosmo to my father's work machine to my mother's work machine and now to my household 2 private laptops, right, are all Intel systems.
But to be
So-
fair, Ryzen CPU and Intel CPU really
Yeah,
not
the
much
the
difference.
disparity is not different. That's why I'm kind of considering should I
Cause,
get a cheaper. I try like instead of spending like
Unless-
6.4K, I go to a Ryzen
I mean-
system.
okay, to be fair, you're in IT course, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
I
unless
kinda
you're
do need a-
doing something very oddly specific,
The
right? And
IPC
maybe
are causing trouble
a
in the
Ryzen system
underworld.
could because the other
Already?
Ryzen system option I saw was
Seriously?
the
Topaz was
77840HS.
just talking about taking the welfare
It just
of
has
the
a
people
few
of
lesser
Belobog
cores
into
instead of like
consideration.
a 12-core system.
Oh, now
on
they're
the
pulling this stunt.
i7HX.
You really can't
the
trust
8
these
it's an
money-hungry
8-core
IPC suits
the
for a
important
minute.
part is the threads.
Yeah, I
Here
think
we
the
go
threads,
again.
I really
I think the
did
threads are
jinx
more
us.
on the Intel
I
system.
don't think I have it in me to play the hero today.
But I know AMD, their
guess complaining won't
manufacturing
get us
nodes more
anywhere.
advanced than Intel.
Let's
Intel
go
is still
lend them a
stuck on
hand.
14 nanometer on their 13 gen, and AMD is already going down to like 7 nanometers to 5 nanometers already. I don't know what the hell is
One's
Intel doing.
hexagrammatic position is always in flux.
I know they were
Planning is
stuck on like
paramount.
10 nanometers for a few years. No, they were struggling to go down below 14 nanometers for a couple of years ago.
I don't know,
Even
maybe
now-
they're just maybe
Hey,
they like how I say.
am I
keeping
glad
their
to see
tech
you two
secret
here.
for now.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know
how much
lah. Like
longer
a
we
lot
can
of
hold
companies
out.
are moving down the nanometer tree already. Apple's new A17 Pro is already 5 nanometers.
Nobody's
already.
been
I think it's
seriously
3 or
hurt,
something. I don't remember.
but a few
I think
wildfire
they're
members
just
got
waiting
minor injuries.
So like for the others to
Fortunately for us,
oversaturate the
No,
market.
now,
and
no,
then-
now,
they're
now
holding
I
back.
heard that
Their
companies
weapons
are
and
also struggling
automatons
to
are
go down
much
below 3
stronger than
nanometers
anything
because
we
it's
have.
becoming diminishing returns
You
already.
see, there's two
Yeah,
in
I
black.
mean it's so tiny.
They've been
right?
guarding
Because
the mine
because
entrance.
because they
They're
cannot
not letting anyone in or
shrink
out.
down transistor sizes
Hey,
already.
just because
yeah.
you have fancy equipment
It's
doesn't
become
mean
a
you can
diminishing
bully us.
return.
Who do you
yeah,
think you
because
are?
at this point,
What's the matter?
it's reaching a
Got
point that
nothing
you
to say?
might need to invent new technology if
What's
they
going
want
on
to
inside the
Go down
mine?
smaller. They
Any
want to go
ideas?
down
either
smaller.
go down smaller
Few
or
miners
have
made it
more
out
power.
earlier.
Or
They look
improve
pretty
their
panicked.
the CPU
They said
architecture.
the whole mine
Yeah.
had
Actually,
been seized by the
Samsung
people in
used to
black.
actually develop their own
These
CPU
uninvited guests
architecture a
keep
couple years
talking
ago, ago
about
until
asset evaluation,
they
whatever that means.
really screwed them
All I
over
know is that
3
they're
years ago
seriously
in the
disrupting the
Exynos
lives of the
990 for the
Underworlders.
S20 series. Oh, that one, it was a really big fiasco. I followed the news like bees to honey. It was terrible. I heard a lot of people complain about the thermal problems of
Do you think her cronies are acting
I mean,
without her
it
authorization?
was actually quite a prevalent issue already
she had
from
way more
2018
authority.
onwards. Because I remember I read a leak before. I cannot find that. I cannot find that tweet anymore. I've read a leak that was shared to me on Twitter. And I read through, it was more like an academic paper, and what it found out, right, Samsung has actually not even improved their CPU architecture for several generations.
Hey,
even though it quote unquote every year they use a new code name and higher clock rates, but the architecture itself was not improved. That's why it led to a lot of like power efficiency problems. Then because of that, right, they decided to use ARM Cortex cores for
I'm sure the
2021
IPC allows that,
on the
right?
Exynos 2100. Then last year's 22, this year's Exynos 2200.
In the snow plains.
So it's you.
I think it's a 20.
You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains.
Optimization problem because Samsung's own manufacturing fabrication has
issues. If your boss knows to treat us with respect,
Samsung is like, for this last few years, they actually quite screwed up their mobile division quite a lot of cost cutting.
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
No, I heard because they changed management, their mobile division head is actually no longer the same guy that was in charge of the division since 2019. They changed heads already by 2021. So I probably, and that guy, a lot there was this one Samsung leaguer, ex-Samsung leaguer, we codenamed the cat because his profile picture is a cat. He's called Ice Universe. I think you probably know him.
No
He
need
was
to waste your breath on
the
this
biggest
idiot.
Samsung critic for
Let's do
like the
this.
last 2 years. His tweets are more like the most cringiest ever. Like, the things he criticized was some of
What the hell is this?
But the thing that he overly criticized was the bezel. You know, like phone bezels, like they keep on getting thinner like every year. He compared it with like a lot of Chinese brands. Like Chinese brands are like pushing the envelope on thinning their bezels, and then he complained about how Samsung is not doing it and everything. It was like such a good. But even though Samsung has already like thinned their bezels to like quite a remarkable amount already. Actually,
I don't like
receive divinity.
Super ultra thin bezels. Because later you grab the edge of the phone and then it touches it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing lah. I don't understand why people I don't understand why you want to push bezels down to like so thick, you know, like so ridiculous.
I mean, it looks slick, but when you grab the phone,
it's gonna suck.
It's gonna press back.
lend me your strength.
I mean, I occasionally have this issue
guard and
on my
defend.
S21.
Crush them.
But I feel like the S21 LT right now, this bezels is like just perfect for me. Like, it's not too thin. It's like thin enough that it's like I have good screen estate.
Oh, you can seize performance points from the employees.
But
what?
it isn't like thin enough that like I'm like freaking
That's
like causing every mistouch every
sure
5
took off
seconds and me
quickly.
using it.
17 rounds of interviews, and these are the best
Oh, then
people
also
they can
he
find?
also was like bothering
What a
about how the
joke.
Samsung's One UI animations
get
was
ahead of
really bad.
ourselves.
And
I've been warned
then
that the
to
ones in the
demonstrate
mine
how
won't
bad
go
it is,
down
you
without
have
a
to use
fight.
your phone like a crackhead to even
Let's
see
set
it.
off when you're ready.
Literally.
What do
You know,
mean like a crackhead?
Oh, if I can find the video, I will show you right now lah.
It's time to show these IPC fools who they're
Okay,
dealing
let me
with.
see if I can find it.
Will they change your
Right after we finished chatting with Topaz in the museum, did it take you that long to notice? I
If I
thought
can find
you
a
were
video right
supposed
now,
to be
I'll
the
show you that.
observant one. The quicker we handle the IPC, the faster we can get back to
Okay.
enjoying the celebrations.
I'm
Let
trying to find the
Dylan know when
video
you're
right now
ready to
because usually
go.
I find it a lot on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it.
Ready
I'll
for
find the
action?
video.
It's time to kick the IPC out
It's
of the
not easy.
underworld.
It's like when you want to
Let's
search
get
for
moving.
this kind of stuff.
gone.
Alright. No, it's not
Oh,
gone.
what
It's
the
just
hell
like,
is
yeah,
this?
hold on.
Senior
let me show
staff
you.
leader.
Let me show you what I call this is what I call screen animation crackheads, you know. Because literally no one uses their phone like this.
It's just the annoying version of that mentorship.
Yeah, look at this. They
Kind
use their literally in order to tell animation to find a flaw in animations, they use their phone like this. Look at this. Like who the fuck uses their phone like this?
Not necessarily.
Like you look at this, it's like
Hello?
swiping
It's
in
Mr.
and out. There's
Sparrow,
even
isn't
more,
it?
you know. Like there's
And
some of them
this
that are
cute little girl must be
atrociously quick.
Clara.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, Ice Universe. Look at him.
Hello, miss.
Look at this fucker. Like, who uses your phone like that?
What's he trying to do?
He's trying to display how
Topaz.
dog shit
I've come to have a chat with
Samsung's
Mr.
One UI
Svarog.
animations are the application animations.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, it's not even this bad. I literally I don't experience this on a daily basis. I mean, I sometimes occasionally get a couple small bugs because sometimes I'm literally too fast. My finger motions a bit too fast at times. But realistically, no one does that. No one uses this, and no one uses their phone.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah, that's literally that's the point. He's like gripey. This is like this is recently but it was even
So
worse.
it seems my source was right.
His tweets he
Who'd
made
have
about
thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot
it.
and
Then
a little
the only
girl?
way if you want to tell a bug, a flaw inside the animation, right? You have to use the video in do the video in slow motion, like here.
You bear the
And
insignia
then why
of
they
the
complaining
Interastral
about
Peace
regular
Corporation.
usage? It only
What
applies
is
to
your
like
motive for
gaming.
coming here?
Yeah, that's the point.
Straight to the point,
That
huh?
it's not
I like your
even that
style.
bad, you know, because it's
Eurilla
not a very
6.
big hamper. No
Are
one will actually tell the
robots familiar
difference.
with that
Even
term?
if you are a tech enthusiast,
Anyway, it
you
refers to
realistically
the
won't tell the
planet
difference
we're
unless you
currently
use a phone
standing on.
and crack it.
It's about to become the
Which is literally
property
what
of the
this
IPC.
they're demonstrating here because
No
no one
one
uses
can
their phone.
reverse this
But
outcome.
even then, usually
Not
most
you,
like top
not the
gamers,
nameless,
like
nor
maybe PUBG
any
Mobile,
power
right?
in the galaxy.
Or like Call of Duty Mobile
I only
and
care
stuff
about
like
one thing right
They
now.
don't use
Demonstrating to
like,
the
regular
shareholders of the
flagship phones. They
IPC
use,
that Eurilla 6
they
can
use like
generate value.
ROG or
In the long
these
run,
the type of idiots
this
that use
is
their
a
phone like
way,
this are like here.
the only
Like who uses
way to
who does
ensure
this?
Belobog's
Who
long-term
Who
interests.
does this to show?
I need your help
do you
to
get like
achieve this
emotions?
goal.
You get like a mental. You get like some fucking
Long-term
lag
interests
emotion in your brain
undefined.
when you see animation,
Analyzing
phone animations like
objectives.
this. Like literally, it makes no sense. No one
Analysis
does
failed.
this.
Tell me, emissary.
And most
How do you
people are
plan
probably
to
don't use
convince
swipe
the IPC
navigation. They
leadership?
might use like like
That's
Android phones. You
simple.
can have
I'll show you.
preset back key, a home key, and then the multitasking
This
key, right?
is
yes, that was
Source code.
Yeah, no
or
one.
to be more
If
precise,
you were to use that, you can't
source
even see
code
the
that is
animation at all.
able to
You
take
actually wouldn't even see it
control
because
of
it's literally
all
would just tab out
mechanized
really
units
quick.
in Belobog.
That's why
I'm
I don't
sure you're
understand
familiar with
who
this.
uses their phone like that.
All mechanized units
Totally.
manufactured in Belobog over the last
Unless like no
700
one
years
realistic,
utilize
even if
the
you're
underlying
like
systems
a
created by the
tech
IPC.
enthusiast, right?
The
No,
code
you
is
wouldn't
so
even use it like
refined
that
the
because
engineers never saw
who
any
uses
reason
it?
to
That's
change
just an
it.
impractical way of just displaying. Okay, making a point that the
I
animation stuff, yeah,
assume
but who
you're
cares?
also aware
As
that
long
there
as
was
it doesn't
once a
like
large
lag,
automaton factory in the
hung like for
underworld.
like a good 5 seconds before like the
Thousands
next
upon
application. Code.
thousands
No
of
one cares.
automatons, enough
Literally.
to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant
It's
within.
like so annoying, you know.
This
That's
is
why
my bargaining chip for
hated that
negotiating
guy,
with the
like,
higher-ups.
so freaking
I'll
annoying,
convince
you know?
them that Eurilla 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term
Oh, have you guys
interests
heard of the
can be
Palestine-
defined
the
as the
Palestine
survival
issue
of
recently,
civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living
Yes.
here?
Quite terrible, man.
Their
What's
future has
happening,
already
what
been
Israel is
purchased.
the
All I can do
atrocities
is make
Israel
them
is
accept
committing.
this fact, using a relatively peaceful
It's really,
approach.
really sad, lah.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Really? Several was much more cooperative than I thought.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the
Yes,
rumors
we were.
suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side.
It was a 100%.
Here's to our future cooperation.
Honestly, I was
wouldn't
about. I
mind
feel like
leading
also
the way, Mr.
posting on that
Svarog.
guy's like Twitter comments and saying that if you use that, if you were to use your phone in that manner, you probably have a mental illness. And then
You
like
just,
the
you just got the better gaming chair.
All the miners here
no,
huddled
the
together.
funny irony about it is
Anyone
that
else getting deja vu?
he actually called when people
the
call him out
situation
on
here
it,
is
that
pretty similar to when
commenting
you
that no
first
one
arrived.
uses their phone like that. He
It's
actually
just
calls
that
he
instead of a
actually
few
like
thugs
roasts
and
other
broken
people saying that you are
robots,
the one that has
now
mental
we're
illness
dealing
for
with much
allowing
more
Samsung
formidable
to
adversaries.
have to complacently
Hey,
build
check it out.
devices like this. I was
Isn't
like,
that
what?
Topaz's little trotter
Dude,
over
like,
there?
There are people
what was
defending
it again?
Genshin Impact,
Nambi,
giving 20
right?
summons for the anniversary
What?
considered a lot or
Isn't that thing
justifiable.
a fragmentum monster?
I mean, at this
She's
point, every
keeping one as a
Genshin
pet?
anniversary, they don't really do much
The
in the game. They rather
IPC
give
are
like
all about their
content and
sci-fi
like
This
sources,
cool,
anniversary
so it's not
didn't
that
even feel like an
surprising.
anniversary.
Wanna go take a
Wow,
look?
wow, this time around, what happened?
It literally just felt like nothing happened.
Oh, no, no
Right.
special events or anything.
That's like pre-event thingy. It's going on right
Well,
now.
did they had a concert or anything? No concert.
Sounds like you
I
two
remember
are getting
every
along.
anniversary
What's
after the second
Nambi
one always
saying?
had a concert.
I
After the
cannot
first one got
remember. It
concert.
just felt extremely
Seriously?
underwhelming. Just to share
You
that.
actually
Really, yeah.
speak Trotter?
Say again?
Like
The
the Genshin
Genshin
anniversary.
third
Like, you
anniversary.
feel it passing by, right?
Wait. Oh yeah, it's just collect stuff.
Wait, did they have a concert or anything?
Nothing. Just.
Wow, no concert this time.
I don't think the concert is so early. It's already passed. It was much earlier.
If we just bullshit
Look,
and
you guys.
gone
Looks like it
anniversary
wants to
over.
leave.
Looks like they want to find their
I don't know
master.
why I don't know
Let's
why
follow them.
they treat Star Rail so well, but then they treat like the real cash the real
See, anything though. No. Star Rail is not the cash cow.
yeah that's the point. They treat Star Rail so
Show your courage.
so well, but then the true cash cow, the one that made me Hoyo in 2023, Genshin, treat like absolute shit.
It's probably because of management.
I also agree.
This place
Management.
is filled with
Management,
nothing but
yeah.
incompetence.
And
Like why?
Just
Like
coward.
Genshin is like the cash
guess
cow,
they
the
wanna
one,
do
the
this
game
the
that
hard
made
way.
Mihoyo like.
okay, in statistic wise, right, if it's still making a lot of money, they won't give anything.
Take that, Clara.
Lend me your strength.
Yeah, exactly. Like, unfortunately, because I'm, I'm
Human
studying
creation.
this and everything like that. Because there's no point in making any changes in this game.
I took the performance point.
No matter.
So it only works if will stop spending their money like this. Or like the majority of the players.
Which is impossible lah. Like everyone is just spending a boatload of cash into Genshin.
Yeah.
Hide.
Lend me your strength.
But the point
To guard and defend. Crush
Honkai
them.
Impact and Honkai Star Rail, their philosophy is much more
We shall take back what we lost.
community driven, I guess.
Star Rail?
Star Rail, anything in the word
Uh-huh.
Honkai.
Looks like
Oh.
Nambi's in a good mood.
Honkai Impact, because the game has
But
PvP.
aren't they on the IPC side?
Not legitimately PvP, like, just like
Strange.
ranking PvE, but it's still categorized as PvP.
I guess so.
Yeah. And Star Rail, I don't know. They just, I guess,
That
probably
big guy
from the
down
same people.
there. Is
Okay.
he the one in
He's
charge?
Honkai Impact.
They ruined them.
We'll see who's really in charge.
You know,
Let's
people
go.
that actually care about the community.
Got my entire arm also.
Where'd Nambi go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, you're
Infinitely.
surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
I mean, you guys can also go sleep already lah.
At this time? What? So early? What are you talking
No,
about?
not talking to you guys. Not talking to you guys. I'm talking
Hey,
to
you!
my friends.
Are you in charge around here?
To be fair, I'm somewhat tired.
I am tired from working and from freaking working my ass off today. I mean, I didn't even do much like really intensive stuff on my work and my internship because I'm just doing very simple.
Don't
easy
lie to
things.
us.
Form
You
creation.
seized
The
the
only thing
mind
that
by
was
force
just
for
hard about
yourself.
it is just the back
You
end
drove
work.
the locals out
Like
of their
giving the
homes.
forms its function.
I'm warning you.
Like automating
Get
it.
lost or suffer
Was
the
it's just the only
consequences.
complicated part, but
Don't
that's
you
more because I
dare
lack the
show your
technical
face around
experience
here
because I'm
again.
Just me, back end of anything is never.
I mean, because I'm just using the software for the first time now. It's like my first week lah.
Yeah, lah.
So,
When
I'll
you
probably-
going internship, you do things that you've never done before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already expected that. I'm not-
Despite the fact that school always says, oh,
Yeah,
70%
we
of the
demand to speak with
industry uses
Topaz.
this software.
No, my university never made that claim, but they made the claim that everyone will hire APU students with APU degrees. That's the one thing they did make. Anyone that if you go into lies in deceit, yeah.
Yeah, even in
lies in
Singapore.
lies in
Even,
deceit.
even though
Lies in deceit.
Singapore very like educational heavy, right? That means your cert really matters, right? The job security is also very important. Because the job market is extremely saturated with foreigners.
Yeah,
especially on the
Funny how
specialized
the rules
kind of field.
always seem to
not
work
only
in
you
your
have to compete
favor,
against
don't
your
you
own
think?
kind,
This
your
world's
own
been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
your fellow countrymen, you also have to go up against foreigners.
Yeah, the problem is because foreigners is cheaper to get them.
Wait, are they like skilled foreigners or like unskilled or dumb?
Save your breath, March.
If you have no
I
skills,
never
they'll
held out
just
any
hire
hope
foreigners
of
because they
resolving this
also have
problem
no skills and it's
peacefully.
cheaper anyways.
Didn't you claim the
Actually,
IPC was
Same
powerful?
thing with Malaysia as well.
Well,
We
now's
also
the
hire,
perfect chance to show us what
we
you can do.
we hire a lot of foreigners for dumb labor.
But skilled labor also have a kind of market. It's just if they can't find the people or they need to hit a quota, then they'll just hire a lot of people.
I mean, for my company, the
You
one
enemy
I'm
time.
interning, for the company I'm currently interning on, which is Spirit Aerospace, right? They don't really hire many foreign workers. A lot of local Malays.
Lend me your strength.
The companies, right? They are specialists in the company.
Or not for my company lah. My company is mostly run by people.
If it's an MMC.
I guess that's probably just a
Oh, performance points is considered. What was that? What the f is it doing?
Lend me your strength.
The company.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
This may sound probably is, but like most of this non-Malays think that the majority of Malaysian Malays, they are not they don't tend to go into high skill labor jobs like aerospace.
Lend me your strength.
Majority of them.
The
dead return!
Remove.
You know, in secondary school, a lot of people want to go aerospace.
Aerospace is not an easy industry to get
The
in.
problem is those people they having a high time in algebra
And awaken.
and trigonometry. So
Creations.
That sounds like me, but luckily I didn't want to go into engineering. I wanted to enter IT, but turns out my university still had to do ad maths. Lovely.
not my welcome to university, man.
I mean, but fortunately, I struggle also at topics that I actually have not really learned before. It was actually
IT, like IT club. I take psychology.
yeah, your choice. If you see what your passion is, your passion calls for it, then go ahead.
I want to protect everyone too.
It's never too late.
Actually, it's just play games more at home.
Oh shit.
I'm okay.
Game development is for you then, Joe.
No. There's a difference between making a game and playing.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Eliminating friend.
But like, you still do game development.
I have zero artistic.
Doesn't matter, you can just do
Lend me your
development then. You
strength.
don't have to be an artist to be a gamer. You can just be a game developer. It means you just be the coder lah. You go back and work lah.
Yo, that enemy is gonna be so annoying in MOC. Holy shit.
Yes.
I mean, if you're good in writing, then you can just write in course lah.
Sitting I'm good at writing. Good at talking.
Then be a PR person lah.
Lend me your strength.
So there will always be
To guard
one
and
guy
defend.
that will have
Crush
his
them.
performance point
Because
taken.
I feel like you're the type of person that can bullshit very well.
I won't say bullshit, but I'll say adapt really fast.
Yeah, like, good
We
enough
took
lah. You
down
can
the
bullshit.
Doomsday
If you
Beast,
can adapt very fast, you can
Celeron,
definitely
and
bullshit very
Fantilia.
easily lah.
Did you
Oh,
really
not
think
bad
you
bullshit,
could
because
stop us?
I'm very blunt, so it's very hard for me to learn.
You don't have to. Like, you don't have to do a
Isn't
lie.
that the point of bullshitting to lie?
You can do a white lie. You can do white lying.
Teams are
White
not
lying
to
is
disrupt
still
the
a lie,
lives of
you know.
local inhabitants
All I
during
say
the
is
asset
cold hard
evaluation
truth.
period.
Yeah, cold hard
Teams that
truth.
violate this directive will have
Facts.
their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%.
Right.
60%? We're done for.
I'm the fax machine.
The fax machine.
Not F-A-C-T.
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces,
That's
I
why
don't
every
think
time
they'll
it's
be
cool.
back.
You know, every time got presentation,
So,
everybody's
who
like
is
trying
this
to make
Topaz
like
anyway?
panicking or no, I
She
never
seems to
practice
have
the
no
script.
problem ordering these idiots
I mean,
around.
I have literally
Or
have no
taming
scripts.
fragmental
All I have is
creatures, for
bullet
that
points or
matter.
just like a few words
It's a long
to remind me of
story.
what to say. Or like some imagery like
Why
on
did
the
this
slide
mess
itself.
have to
So
happen
just,
so
just like,
close
oh,
to the
okay, I
festivities?
remember now.
I mean, if you can
Timing
paraphrase
couldn't
on
have
the
been
spot,
any
then that
worse.
would be beneficial because I can do that.
Looks like we've got a message.
But that depends on how like confident I am. If I'm like very calm, right, I can paraphrase pretty quick.
Because I speak slowly. You know, most poly
Oh.
students when they presenting, fucking all of them are like Eminem, bro. What the fuck?
Eminem.
Someone over there is like, what the fuck are you saying? The people can't hear you.
Speak at like 1,000 miles an hour. Sometimes I actually am like that also. Sometimes I just want to get the presentation over, so I speak really fast.
No, the problem is their
But,
English have a lot of word for how much time they have. It's like too much.
Get the feeling
So
Bronya's worried about
so I
something.
kind of also learn to slow
We
down a
better
little
go
bit
back
at
and
times.
see her.
But my kind of English is,
Are you
you know,
coming
like
with us, Sela?
it's short but
Go
like,
on without me.
enough for stupid
I
people
still
to
have stuff to
understand.
take care of.
But like
The miners
it's like
need to know
short, but
what
it gets the
happened
job
here.
done. That kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Bronya
because I'm
message
lazy.
here,
So why
which
the
means
hell
she
would I
thinks
go
you can
be
help.
around the bush for?
As
trust
Echo
your
would say,
judgment.
efficiency is clever
Got it, Sela.
laziness.
We'll do what we can to help Bronya out. Come on, to
Bro,
click on
that's
board.
actually such a hard term, you know. Like when I remember when Echo first came out back in like 2016, right? I think Echo came out also like 2016 or 2017. And I heard that code, that
These
was like the
guys?
best. That was like
Don't look
the
like
most like realistic.
By
Like, that was
order of the
most
Supreme Guardian,
the coolest quote I've ever
proceed
heard
no
from
further.
like a Rainbow Six character.
Topaz.
Like efficiency is clever laziness. I could not
Belobog
agree
might be in
much more.
arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
And not to mention the voice actor that played his character, right, did it so well that you can it's like
See you later, Captain.
it's like super smooth, you know. His voice actor when the voice actor said that. And we're back
Welcome
to
back.
silence.
I appreciate your help
Cue the
more than I can
crickets.
express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
Hello?
Yeah, not hear me earlier. Oh.
That's what
No, I'm
friends
talking
are
about
for,
like
Bronya.
Echo doing the
You
code.
don't sound like yourself. Is
Literally, like
something
it's
wrong?
like the coldest line I've ever heard from a Rainbow Six character. Honestly speaking.
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while.
Efficiency
There's just
is
too much
clever
happening
laziness.
all at once.
Exactly. Laziness is just the word. It's just a short word for meaning.
They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their
Minimal effort,
agents.
maximum
All
output.
they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned,
That's why
there haven't
that's
been
why
any
companies
major
like to
conflicts
give
in other
the
areas.
most tedious or
I
hard
suppose
jobs to the
Topaz
laziest
must have
people.
issued an order against harassing the citizenry.
Yeah, find a way to do it faster
Still,
somehow.
it hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused.
rich quote,
They don't
man.
know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
But there are differences between a lazy person and a useless person.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz
No,
again?
useless person is
We're
completely
curious
either
to know
they-
what
they
solution
know
she has in mind.
they know how to do it or just completely don't know how
That's
to do
the
it.
reason I
That
asked
kind
for
of
you to
thing.
come here.
My university
I need
has
your advice.
plenty of these kind of people, man.
Look,
I mean, and the worst part is I hate to discriminate, but then most of these people are actually Indian folks in my uni.
the contract
I
Topaz sent to me a little while
hate to
ago.
discriminate, but it's really
There's
the
a
majority
They
of
handwritten
just
letter
they just
attached.
don't like to do the work. They just like ask
Please
you.
take a look at the
if not ask you,
contents
they'll try to bribe you
and
to
then
do
tell
it.
me your thoughts.
Yeah, basically. It's just
Miss
somehow get
Bronya,
the weight for you to
if
do
you'll
do their
permit
work.
me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own
Yeah, I see
life.
the balloon clips before I go off.
In your eyes,
Sure.
the IPC may seem heartless or cruel,
Not
but
even
in
like
reality,
that, like genuinely, but
we
like
all have a
it's
story
really
to
like
tell.
I mean it's them.
As for
And then
myself,
I mean not to be
I was
not
born
to
on
be
a
fair, there's also like a
small,
fair amount of like Chinese students
unremarkable
that are
planet
also a
at
bunch
the
of
edge of the
like free-loading
galaxy.
losers like
A
with
place
them lah.
whose name is
Oh,
known
wow.
only to the native
It's
inhabitants.
quite normal, in uni and poly, like just or life in general. Okay, fast forward this.
My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end.
Okay.
Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing. That all inhabitants sign a contract, which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared.
I feel like people forgetting that running
When I was finally
down
old
New
enough,
Hall is a bit
I
OP.
officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department.
No, it's just
I witnessed the changes that took place on my homeworld, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with a genuine desire to express something important.
But one game I definitely won't go back to.
I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of
I
much
just could never get
greater
used
value.
to the gunplay. Like
such
this
as
game's
survival.
gunplay is not for me. I
How
could never get
many
used to it.
generations of Belabogians will
I
it
don't know, I
take
think
to
we'll have to
embrace the stars again
FPS
without
games.
assistance?
Well,
Who can
maybe it's
guarantee
just
that
my
every
multiplayer,
future
my
guardian
multiplayer.
will be
Wow.
as prudent
Wow.
and enlightened as you?
That's perfect.
How
for
can
me.
you guarantee
But then
that a
it's smoke as
disaster
well.
such as the Stellaron crisis will not
Smoke
descend
came in
upon
at clutch for
Belabogia
you,
again?
man. Oh my
I
goodness.
have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belabog's debts will be forgiven.
Wow.
In addition,
Stanley smoked you at
the
like the most
IPC will
perfect
set up a
moment, you know.
special
That actually
team to
like gave you
support the
cover. Then
reconstruction
you
of
bamboozled the
Eurilla 6.
living shit out of them.
I can understand that for you, this
when
is
did you
an
get the skin? This is
extremely
the
difficult
arcane
decision
skin.
because
Oh,
you
okay.
and you alone will bear the fate
I
of
took it a
all
long time ago.
Belabogians. But because of this, I believe that you will
Oh my god, what a
make
nice
the
headshot, man.
right decision. A
Yeet.
decision that will truly benefit your people.
Oh, he was back.
Her words
wow.
do sound quite sincere.
Wow.
What do you make of it?
The Omen
That's-
the
The
Omen was
Omen,
like
I thought the Omen ran to U-Haul. I thought the Omen
yeah,
ran
I
to
thought
U-Haul.
he went U-Haul at that corner down here.
Yeah, but then he wasn't there. And turned out
Then-
he teleported out. Maybe he was there, but he teleported out.
He just
Yes.
teleported into the
Yeah,
ocean.
She's a
He
high-ranking
teleported right
member
in
of
front
the
of you, and then
IPC,
you just
after all.
yeeted him the rocket.
She knows
Yeah.
how
Right
to
in
use
front of him.
words to her advantage.
And then you killed the
Any
jet.
case, she
I bet that
wasn't
jet was
wrong
very
when she
low,
said
right?
this
That
would
jet.
be
Yeah,
an
it was one, yeah.
extremely difficult decision.
Bro, what kind of
This
win?
planet's
Is this
fate.
unrated, right?
Yeah, it's not
Civilization,
unrated.
it carries everything that's happened here
I
and
feel like
everything that
unrated is
will
that
happen.
fun. I think unrated
It
is
all
more fun.
rests in my hands.
It's all for all this kind of
This
random
definitely
moments that
can't
what make it fun.
and shouldn't
What's this?
be a
The
decision
triple
made by
ankle breaks
me
over here.
alone.
Let's go.
I trust her judgment too.
Oh my.
But what
I
if
think
this
that- I
decision
think- I
is too
think- I
much for
think
one
that-
person? The impact of this choice
Oh.
could haunt Branya for the rest of her life.
Bruh.
Well, I broke all three of their
Topaz
ankles.
hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to
Especially Killjoy
decide
one.
as soon as
Snap-
possible.
snap
Wait,
Killjoy's
replay
neck.
that, replay that,
I
replay
wanted to
that.
put it to
Reload
a
that,
vote.
reload that. I want to see that
And let
again.
all the citizens
that's
of both the
ridiculous, man.
overworld
How
and
you
the
got that
underworld
guy in the
have
corner?
their say. But with such little time,
Then the funny
I'm
part is
afraid
the
that's a lost
freaking
cause.
Killjoy missed every shot, you know.
I'll convene the
You
Group
like you
Fort
strafe
architects
leftwards,
immediately
he
to
shot
discuss the contract.
rightward,
As for the
leftwards of
locals,
you.
I'd like you to gauge
the
their
funny
stance
part,
on the
huh?
matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
Yeah. Is it this wrong? Wait.
Do I have voting rights?
I think we should leave this matter to the Belabogians. Don't you agree?
Why did I
We've got
click
your
this?
back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Oh, it's just like I break her ankles
Thank
again.
you, March. I'll assemble the ministers.
Not to mention that
Let's
was a
meet up
lucky
here
headshot
again
as
later.
well.
Yeah.
That was the quickest headshot I've seen.
All right.
This is TDM.
If we
no,
want to
no,
make an
escalation.
informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right?
This looks like gun game to me. It looks like
start
card
with
game.
the
Yeah,
Overworld.
it is gun game, essentially.
Gosh,
Oh,
it
yeah,
sounds card gun game is a bit obnoxious to play. Oh, yeet, yeet, yeet,
The
yeet.
very close way to get is...
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how you
Oh
miss
my-
someone.
Well,
No, he's
look
playing
who we
a
have
he's playing with
here.
the what now?
You and Marge
Yeah.
paying us a visit. What's the occasion?
Uh-oh. Sounds like something serious
Oh
is
my
happening.
goodness. What is
You'd
that?
better fill me in.
Demolish. You just demolished the entire team with a shotgun.
Yeah.
What?
Bro, how many
How
kills
is
do you
that
get just in that
possible?
one whole run?
That run was
Let's
6-2.
wrap my head around this.
Sheesh.
Serval, we're racing against the clock.
Oh, this one.
No
Okay, I was trying
time
to
for head
save
wrapping.
my teammate from deadlock when I accidentally killed somebody.
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were up to me,
Oh,
I'd
wow.
sign the contract.
I thought they were all headshots, so that was kind
What?
of surprising.
Hold on,
It's
are
usually
you
this one, I was trying
serious?
to save the teammate.
I thought you'd be against it for sure.
Surprised?
Hacks. Hacks.
My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this
More
contract
hacks.
would mean we no longer have to worry
Bro, the
about
person that got
surviving.
him.
For most of the
Actually,
residents
what do you
here,
guys think
especially
of, like,
those in the
Valorant's
underworld,
way of
that would be
NTG?
more
I
than
heard a lot
enough
of
to
people
persuade
like
them.
actually like think that Vanguard's
As
actually
for
like a
working for the
malware.
company,
Vanguard.
people need to work no matter where they are, right?
A malware.
If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up
I'm
against
fine
them.
with it, but it's just...
You know, I've always longed for the stars
Honestly,
since
like
I was a
people
child.
think it's just because of the data
Which is
security.
why I
It's just people
devoted
think
myself
people
to
just think of the
science
ethic
and
issues
studying
and
stellar
some of them are
life.
just paranoid. I
It's
feel like
If someone
I
told
do
me
agree.
that I could do whatever research
I mean, I
wanted
do
with
feel like
only
a lot of
small
Westerners
price
are
to
generally
pay,
very, very paranoid for
I
nothing.
probably wouldn't
If
hesitate.
you ask me. And
I
I mean,
see.
if it meant that
Suppose that
sacrificing
makes
some
sense.
data privacy
Thanks
for
for your
like
input.
an
I'll make a
extremely
note of your
fun game, for
opinion.
an extremely like no cheater experience, then I feel like this is a sacrifice worth making.
Yeah.
Oh, Pella, of course. Then maybe
But
Japan.
I feel like they should focus on anti-smurfing also, but they won't do that because it makes them money.
We meet again. How have you two been? Uh-oh.
I mean,
That look
I
on
don't
your
think
face tells
smurfing
me
is
something's wrong.
that big of a
I
problem
hope it's
that
nothing too
It's
serious.
very big problem in development.
Sounds serious.
Especially if you are like
I'm all
from
ears.
iron to silver, you know,
or maybe
it's a
some
problem.
maybe some platinum
Really?
playing in the
Not just
background.
that, it's like immortals also.
I
And
wish
then
it were
recently
made
they
up.
just added back that irons can play with.
Unfortunately, it's all
4 stack
true.
irons can play with immortal players of Radiance.
We
Oh
don't have
my
much time, Palin.
No, that's how
Bronya wants
most
to get
people get number
everyone's
1
opinion.
Radiance. Or like high ranking Radiance.
Wait, you're telling me I
If
have
they,
to make this
just
huge decision on the spot?
Kill in the 4 stack
At
iron
least
and the 4
give
iron
me a few
is not iron.
seconds to think it over.
Oh, smurfing
Okay.
irons lah.
Yeah, at least
I think
smurfing,
I've got
they
it.
are all Radiance also.
If it were up to me,
Jeez.
I'd probably agree
I
to the
didn't know that.
IPC's conditions.
Oh yeah, watch this.
Huh.
This why I'm bullying the shit out of this
Okay.
chamber, bro.
Any particular reason? I've
Good
looked
night,
at some of the
Phoenix.
climate
That
reports.
was Phoenix. Oh
no,
no.
that's him.
Based on the
I
data
don't know
I've
that was
seen,
Phoenix.
it'll take
looks
3 or
like
4
Phoenix
more
from Marvel.
generations for the snow to completely subside. And that's assuming no other disasters occur.
If that was like
I
the
care more
revenge
about
kind of
those in the
comment, like,
present than a future.
oh
I
my
can't be
god,
sure
how,
of.
what is the coincidence for
The
him to spawn right
IPC
in
is
front
able
of
to
you?
bring about
But
immediate
it's spot, this
change.
is team deathmatch. The
And
spawn is always the same
I
spot.
think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future
Actually,
generations
it
sounds
doesn't
great,
exactly
right?
stop there.
But is it any
I didn't
fun
know,
for
like,
the
Valorant had
engineers
this
and
team deathmatch.
architects
You guys
who are
just do this
directly
for
Very
involved in
summer.
such a pursuit?
Oh, you guys just do this for warm
I
up,
see.
right?
Yeah.
So compared to a distant and uncertain
Yeah, the
future,
end of the game.
what
Oh,
you
that's a
really
nice-
care about
that's a
is making
nice-
sure the
that's a
people
nice ops
around
game.
you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Yeah, like the movement diff, bro.
Is it the river vandal?
Yeah, river vandal.
Ooh, talk to Dan.
I don't know. I don't know. I actually quite like the prime skins because they're the cleanest. I know not a lot of people like prime skins.
Is that the
They still all like
Trailblazers?
River or Lost
It's
City,
been a
Lost
while.
City, Phantom.
I didn't think you'd be back in
What?
Belobog
I mean,
so
I'm not
soon.
sure.
It's been pretty hectic
Lost
in the
Nation,
city
Ruin Nation,
lately.
Ruin Nation,
Ruin
sorry.
Nation.
All these people
Like
dressed
that.
in black suddenly showed up, and
I
the
do quite
Sylvan
like
guards have had trouble
only,
dealing with them.
Only Phantom.
You need my
I feel
opinion?
like Phantom is like a good balance.
Happy
It's
to
a good
help.
balance between like clean and neat and fun.
So that's who they are.
I mean, I think
It's
not
worse
all
than I
Valorant
imagined.
skins are actually that bad.
The
Like,
Madam
all
Guardian
Valorant
must
skins
be
are
under a
pretty
lot
nice
of
in their own
pressure.
way.
The
Is there
chipmunks
really
are
nothing we
like
can do to assist her?
Obviously lah.
We're
like
here to
the-
gather
the blue-
everyone's
usually the
opinion
blue
on the
tail.
matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
What's this clip
Why,
about?
I'd refuse the contract,
But
of
this Prime
course.
Phantom though, the lighting
There is no room
and
for
in this condition
compromise.
just looks perfect
Just
on
look
it.
at them.
Oh.
Arrogant, stomping around
Awesome.
here
By
as if they
dominance
own the
of the
place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract?
Omen div.
Faced with this sort of coercion,
Yeah. I showed him the
resist them
omen
with
diff.
all our might. Surrendering is not
Where
an
asserting
option.
dominance in my teleport.
You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to
Oh
fall
my
into their
gosh, oh
trap.
my gosh.
A soldier's perspective is
I
always
was a nice
valuable,
team,
done.
but then
I
he's
mean,
actually my teammate.
if you
I'll make a
really
note
wanted,
of
if
your
you wanted to
opinion.
really assert dominance, you could have teabagged him.
Yeah.
But I mean, that could have get you banned for
Did we
toxicity.
miss
lah.
anyone
No,
in the
no,
overworld?
that kind of toxicity.
I think we asked just about everyone we
you
needed
must start
to.
speaking slows.
From what I've gathered,
Oh yeah, cursed
seems
ace
like
right
most
here.
people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract.
Very unexpected ace.
Wait, they also have a river. What's this pistol again?
Took
Oh,
three
River
people's opinions and said that's the entire overworld. Let's go.
Yes.
We'd better
Alright,
hurry
you
to
guys-
the
you guys think
underworld and
Minecraft
see
and
what
games,
Natasha and Zila make of it
Not
all.
me.
Wait, Joseph, you play on like a crack launcher or the on
Oh, we just had a rented account, I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
then no more.
One's hexachromatic position is always in flux.
I mean, how do you buy? How
What
do you
brings
buy a
you two
Minecraft
to the
account on
underworld?
eBay for $2? How do you buy
Carousel.
that?
Why the
Carousel
long
and
wait?
transfer info.
Seems
So
a
legit,
little
that's
out
so you
of the
permanently
blue.
own an account, that's a permanent.
Since you came all
For
this
me,
way,
yes.
it must
For
be
Jishin,
urgent.
not for the
Go ahead.
I mean, probably you could probably try lah if you're lucky.
There probably won't be anything else like it out there.
I
That is a
mean,
lot of
wait,
information to take in.
Stanley also plays on the official account as well.
Sorry,
right?
both of you. I know
Minecraft,
you're in a
yeah.
hurry,
Okay.
But I bought
but
the
I
same
need
way
a
I
moment
did.
to think.
That means all three of us can
No
technically
stress,
play on the
Nat.
round side if someone's willing to
Just tell us
sponsor.
what you really think.
I guess. Yeah. But I don't play Minecraft a lot anymore because it takes way more time.
I've thought
than
about
the
it,
gacha game.
and
But you don't play
well,
Minecraft
if I were
for like an
Branya,
SMP.
I wouldn't sign
Yeah.
it. I won't
Wait, what
deny
you
the
play
offer
Minecraft
on
for
the table is
typically?
a very tempting one.
I mean,
And if
no,
we
yeah, I would
refuse,
say SMP. Yeah, because I
Belobog
don't
will
really
not
play
only
modern
have the
a lot.
burden of a huge
I mean, you can
debt,
play Hypixel, right? It's like
We
a
may
couple
also
Hypixel
incite the
games.
wrath
I'm not
of a
talking about
very
Skywars
powerful
or all
force.
that. You can play like some other
but even so,
more
quote I
like
read back in
relaxing
school
mini
came to
games
me
on
just now.
Hypixel.
those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true.
Oh,
I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains
Beginning
than
to-
live in a
Anyway, I
beautiful
think I'm
cage.
going to go off for the I'm going to sleep
Wow.
already.
Okay, adios.
That's a pretty
Alright.
convincing
Catch you guys.
argument.
Bye-bye.
Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
Fucking trolling in my ammo capacity.
Okay. Oleg, of course.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi.
Correct.
Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere?
Also correct.
Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help.
So.
I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Branya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth?
I just
I'm
realized
afraid
most of
great
my
ambitions and
clips,
lofty
or
plans
like
no
my
longer hold much
yeah, most
appeal
of my
for an
clips
old-timer like
is
me.
when we are losing, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like somehow in a losing match, then you will get those treats.
I'll be like,
If
fine,
this
I'll do it myself.
IPC does
kind of
indeed possess the
situation.
magical power to restore Belobog back to
Where
its
I
former
just say
self
fuck all and
overnight,
kill everybody.
then I think the answer is clear.
Bro.
Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
Huh. I guess I never looked at it from that angle. I wouldn't wish that title on anyone. Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Okay, one last one. Savro. Oh yeah, of course. Hi Perkins. Bye Perkins. Oh wait, we're getting Clara's opinion. Oh, Savro's not back yet.
Miss March, big brother. What brings you to the underworld?
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion. True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something?
Ah yes, we put the...
That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
Ah yes, let a cute kid deal with how to do that collection.
It's alright, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us.
Okay, time to go find Topaz.
I see, I realize sometimes I'm using the ghost like a sheriff too much.
All that running around has
spamming,
worn me
Like
out.
only one tap people.
So, the final
Yeah, I
conclusion
fucking see like people like in like lower elo than like flat, I guess just running and gunning,
votes are
running it
completely
down with the ghost. Like,
even.
what the fuck?
I don't know what to do.
And there's like, and they
sides have
maintain like
really
pretty
compelling
decent
arguments.
accuracy. I'm like, how? When I tried to replicate them, my bullet
We
fucking
have
I don't know, go to
Azila.
Mars, bro.
She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners. Come on, let's get going.
Okay, to the Great Mines. Should just TP there. Oh, they retook this place. Interesting.
I think it took off. No, you remember
Baxter
you made
City?
them
Oh,
over.
right, they ran away.
Any news?
Again, yeah, nothing changes. They just retook this place.
Are you feeling alright? You look a little uneasy. Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right.
I still can't
I need a
believe
little
survived
time
this
to
last
process
time.
this.
Little time for what?
No, I can't believe I survived this clip. I don't like to watch it.
Sure.
It's
Oh, this one, yeah. Ah, yes, spam.
I literally just held down D after I killed the
As it
gecko, bro.
stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
Then I heard him below, I'm like, he fucked up. Yes. Remember, switching to your secondary is always
In
faster
that
than
case,
reloading. I forgot who said that.
I abstain.
What?
But yes.
I've thought about it. This
That's just
responsibility
like
rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine.
I landed that very important headshot. You know I would have lost that.
No matter the choice she makes,
Actually, your friends are coming
she
in
has
now, so-
far greater foresight than
yeah,
I do.
but you know, I kind of don't want to die.
She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call. Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge.
Wait,
time
there
has
was a
come.
shoulder mounted
Let's go fill her in.
M82.
I'm curious to see how she's
M82
handling those
prototype.
Klapoth
What the-
ministers.
What?
Oh no, there was a prototype for a Barrett. That is shoulder mounted, like you hold like a RPG at it.
Where does the recoil go? What?
It still goes into your shoulder.
Oh, the hollow part of the shoulder.
Yeah, but it,
shoulder
but
mounted.
One's hexachromatic position
it's just that
is always
the
in
entire barrel
flux.
is so long
Planning
that
is
it has to
paramount.
mount on your shoulder because it's poop out.
Okay, sure.
So it's like basically holding an RPG, like the way you hold it.
Whoa, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. Oh, jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
And the prototype looks like the length of the barrel is probably longer than my height and length.
I support Supreme Guardian course of action.
Bronya.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter? I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
How could you
Enough! All of you!
I know what to do.
Wait! I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
But aren't you?
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
And suddenly...
It's the real me,
Alright,
March.
I'll go.
Real as they
Okay,
come.
adios.
Bye-bye.
Miss Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel. I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himeko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Branya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
Gepard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right?
Is Himeko gonna go with
Here
us?
we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
All the time.
One's hexagrammatic position is always in flux. Planning is paramount.
Japan.
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set. Keep your guards up. We might run into IPC agents ahead.
More IPCs? Okay. I should be fine. I don't really have anybody that I can use for fire, pyro, or imaginary DPS.
Destination reached.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here. But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they can't be.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses all along. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are truly captivating.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask. Don't be shy.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron is doomed. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface. A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
Huh. If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
The IPC soldiers are well equipped. It wouldn't be wise to fight them head on. Captain, what do you have in mind?
You're right, Miss Himeko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our tracks.
Automaton stealth bomb?
I'll explain later. Let's get moving.
Stealth bomb.
Look, down there! It's the IPC!
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. We don't want to alert the enemy to our presence. It's time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to wipe out the IPC threats. Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase our chances of success.
Press the attack button, trigger self-detonate. Okay. Press the stun while enemy or discover enemies failed and written off. Enemy's line of sight use sprints. As if that's not loud enough.
Oh, wow! We wiped them all out in a single explosion! That's what you call efficiency!
That's what we call murder.
It's a shame we had to resort to this method, but we had no choice.
You Silvermane guards sure are a righteous bunch.
It's just murder.
I've seen standard issue robots like these before. It's an IPC field team leader.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor are more advanced. Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Let me know when you're ready. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to wipe out the IPC threats. Remember, try to avoid being noticed.
Yes, sir.
Oh no! They saw right through it!
It's all right. We prepared many backups. Try again. Are you ready? Remember.
So, time to just run in there, I guess.
Woohoo! The coast is clear!
To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. Good thing everything went according to plan.
Murder.
This is the road that Topaz took when she left Rivet Town.
Let's find her and tell her about Branya's decision.
This time, the gloves are off!
Oh, weapon testing round. What can this be about? Several?
Mr. Svarog? Are you alright? I hope Topaz and her IPC henchmen didn't hurt you.
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC's representatives. Such a result would be highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to comply with her orders, but chose not to. From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC. While I do not agree with her viewpoint, I lack the computational power to provide evidence to the contrary. While it is unlikely, I still encourage the avoidance of any potential conflicts.
Unlikely potential? Meaning there could still be conflicts.
Don't worry, March. The Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't back down either. That's how it's always been.
Himeko's right. As long as we can look at ourselves in the mirror and know we did the right thing, that's all that matters.
Is there... Okay. So I actually cannot use anything here. This is freaking creepy.
Why would Topaz come here? Is she looking for something?
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Show your
Let's wait.
Topaz?
Oh, hey there, Slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow. I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you. Of course! The Nameless have quite the reputation. You're following in the footsteps of the great Akavili, after all.
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a good grasp of the current situation?
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Branya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her back.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors. But we have very dear friends on Eurillo 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himeko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like a negotiation.
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's usually only one solution.
By force?
Huh? What do you mean?
My superiors have granted me the approval I need.
Your vacation time has been approved?
I wish. So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark any longer. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express.
Yikes.
The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby. Projects under my wing have no room for error.
Repay.
Oh, I thought Topaz would actually be a boss.
Help me, Mr. Tora! Lend me your strength.
Annihilate.
Together as one.
They should come back. They should come back. Stay back, Clara.
Help me, Mr. Tora!
They should come back.
Human creations!
They should come back. Are you alright?
Nothing.
Stay back, Clara.
The dead return!
Hide. Stay back, Clara.
Help me, Mr. Tora!
Are you alright? Should come back.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Annihilate. They should come back.
Lend me your strength.
Hide.
Help me, Mr. Tora!
It's 2 days being used.
Converge and awaken.
Thankfully this should
Yin and yang.
They should come back.
Human creations. Lend me your strength.
Annihilate. They should come back.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength.
Hide.
Help me, Mr. Tora!
Mission command.
Lend me your strength.
Mission command.
Together as one.
Are you alright? Take that, Clara.
Yin and yang.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Annihilate.
Yeah, that works out.
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded.
Shall we now consider you hostile?
Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons.
Branya! You're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing. There was an important matter that required my attention.
More important than this?
Yes. I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need you to help us evaluate our current progress.
Help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to obstruct our operations here.
I have read your letter word for word, Miss Topaz. And your childhood experiences truly touched me. Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yarillo 6. So I can understand your perspective on the issue and the position you have taken. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope. Despite all that's happened, I hope we can still find common ground through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. It was, inappropriate. I admire your determination, seeing as we've come, this far. I've changed my mind. I'll hold off a little longer and see what you have to show me. But remember, winning over the higher-ups won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind. Members of the Express, we'll need your help too.
Okay.
What a dismal sight. This district. Have you been here before?
Yes. This is where we put an end to it all.
And then began again.
That's right. Kyle, sorry for the delay. Are we clear to proceed?
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead is a little treacherous. Watch your step. Let's go.
What is this place? We've never been here before, right?
We've only recently discovered this domain. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to show you is just ahead.
1 out of 5.
Look, the people of Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance. Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there?
Engine of creation.
I thought you might. Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on the engine of creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single mention of it in any of the Strategic Investment Department's reports.
I may know the reason why. The engine of creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance. The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers worked tirelessly behind the scenes, designing and constructing it.
So what you're saying is, the engine of creation was a weapon constructed by the Belabogians themselves?
Yes, but not entirely. The engine of creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion. But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat of engineering was codenamed the Geological Reconstruction Unit. It was actually given a much grander purpose: to help the Belabogians rebuild their homeland and restore their world to its former glory, after driving away all those who threatened it.
Remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time and generations of Belabogians. Madame Rand was truly an inspiring leader. Not to take away from the Supreme Guardian in front of me. She's quite the inspiring leader as well.
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under immense threat once again. If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to control our own destiny. The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself. The children of Belobog have made their decision. They have chosen to preserve this homeland with their own two hands.
I must say, I didn't anticipate this at all. I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Branya. I shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances with my childhood. That was a serious lapse of judgment on my part. My world never had a resolute leader, so people gave up on the idea of saving themselves long ago. But your civilization has persisted through the snow and storms for 700 years. A truly admirable feat.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way to gradually repay it. But it'll take some time.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Eurillo 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC's top brass. Even if I wanted to overturn it, convincing them would be extremely difficult. Unless...
Well, time for more negotiations.
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the nameless aboard the Astral Express are willing to vouch for this world.
Fantastic. That might just work. As for the, reports and potential accountability, I'll handle it.
I was worried things were gonna get ugly again. A peaceful solution is always the best solution. Speaking of solutions, are they repairing that giant robot? The one we fought against? I remember you took control of it and helped us defeat Cocolia. Right, I totally forgotten. That's the whole reason we came here in the first place. Well, looks like everyone in the city's helping with construction. Doubt there'll be much time for celebrating. Still, look on the bright side. We got to meet a top IPC executive. The trip wasn't a complete waste, right?
Because it's shining. Perhaps that's why POC. Oh, Firstman, they're here. Circle.
You know, I'd heard you and March speak highly of the Supreme Guardian before, but seeing her methods firsthand left me in awe. We should also be glad that Ms. Topaz is the one in charge of the Eurilo 6 project. If it were someone else from the Strategic Investment Department, things might have gotten complicated. That tells me you really don't understand the Strategic Investment Department. Let's talk about this later, when you're back on the Express. You and March must be tired after such an incredible journey. It's...
Oh, whoops. I should have.
You know, we should also be... That tells... Let's talk about this later, when you're back...
Okay, whatever. I probably can read that.
Miss Topaz, you mentioned accountability.
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things than titles and ranks. Finding the best solution is what matters most. If that's what they want to do, then so be it. I've long passed the stage of working just for money.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag the Express into a crisis again. Much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
A rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also, it's me who's mostly to blame. I didn't keep my subordinates in check. 17? Oh! I think I might know who you're talking about. You could say he's a special case. For most people, the interview process is much shorter.
I'm glad we're able to discuss some lighter topics. Well, you all need some rest after everything you've been through. I have arranged rooms for you all at the Goethe Hotel. Miss Topaz, if you need somewhere comfortable to stay.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to head back and deliver my reports. It's been great getting to know you both. I hope we can work together again in the future. Only next time under better circumstances.
Which part is it? No, is this done? No, it's not. Okay. And somehow there are 5 treasures around here. Let's see if we can just find them real quick. IPC for some reason. Treasure. Some blueprints. It's definitely something up there. Yep. Okay, so that is 3. Oh, 1 right here. And there should be 1 basically where we came from. Okay. Somewhere around here maybe. Huh. From where we came, perhaps. Or am I just dumb? Wait a second. There should be 1 around here. It's probably there actually. Wait. Okay, here I've already gotten. Forestman 1 I've already gotten. Oh, right there. Duh. Okay, yoink. Now we get to go back.
One's hexachromatic position is always in flux. Planning is paramount. I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
Well, you know, keeping an eye on the crew is just another part of a navigator's job.
Time to sleep.
March was looking forward to the Soulworm Festival for ages. Looks like she's missed her chance this time. I never thought this trip would be so... tiring. Time for bed.
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against you. Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and performance bonuses. You will need to submit an additional report regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I have no objections.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add? If there are no further remarks, this meeting is concluded.
You only got demoted 1 rank? Phew, you dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call. Ugh, this voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Aventurine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now. My apologies. I'm still getting used to my new place in the hierarchy.
Can I help you? If you've got something to say it already.
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurylos 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. Why do you even bother? In our line of work, having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset. If you're not careful, you'll end up leading yourself down a dead-end road.
Anything else? If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Don't hang up, I get it. You're not in the mood for this conversation right now. Okay. How about this? Something that might interest you. While you were enjoying your playtime on Eurylos 6, Diamond was busy taking care of the head honcho of the Building Material Logistics Department. That's why he didn't attend today's meeting.
A Terravan?
That's right. The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the Marketing Development Department for once. Oswaldo won't be laughing anymore. Diamond's been a great help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the Strategic Investment Department in a good light, you know? Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pierpoint. There's a major deal that could affect the whole department. I just so happen to need a reliable project manager for the job. What do you say, old friend?
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine to start collaborating with others?
Penacony. What else?
What?
That's right. Now that's the kind of reaction I was hoping for.
Who the hell is this Panacati?
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or Obsidian to handle it. At least someone higher than rank P46.
Honestly, who knows? The family has some pretty questionable characters. If you ask me, doing business with them is a lost cause. But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine. So, how about it? This is a rare opportunity. Consider it. You never know, you might even be able to make up for your blunder on your Eurylos 6.
I'll get back to you later. Seems like it's just one wild ride after another. I hope I made the right decision this time. The snow is mesmerizing.
Hey, she got to see a live one. Holy shit. Topaz. Ah, that's cool. Wild though, eh? No, I'm not. Strategic investment company. A video game. Another promotion. Oh no. Atrium Wars. Okay. Still confused. Town Plaza. Maybe later. Okay. So that's the quest to do the Pokemon. Ah. I think for now, I think I'll end here, especially these 30 days. Edition Serval. Who should I even get? Maybe Luca, honestly, just because it's new. I don't think getting a Serval here matters now. Different stuff. Oh well. Guess I'll do this next time. For now, I think we can end it here. Technically got kind of a good benefit already. Both of my harmony units got improved quite a significant margin. Damage multiplier increased by 20%. Damn. Increased ultimate by 2 levels. It's at 10 now. 50%. 50% plus another 20. Sheesh. Not even sure if it's for this one also. No, it's probably for the ultimate only actually. And then my benediction. Oh, benediction. Oh, it's this one actually. Ah, okay. But for now, shouldn't be anything. Actually, new synthesize. And trash. Interesting. Why does Ming Ming have that? Okay. I'll go next time. Okay, for now, let's end it here.